Oh, hello, morsels. I didn't see you there. If there is someone there. As usual, I need to just switch my active window display thing to the right thing because I still don't know how you other genius streamers do this kind of thing. But here we are. I think if everything goes according to the plan. Oh, Astro! You didn't miss anything because I literally just kicked off. I hope I don't disappoint anyone. Originally, according to the schedule, I was supposed to be streaming Elden Ring on Fridays, but I realized that everyone in the world is better at me than at Elden Ring. So there's no real reason for anyone to watch me play it. Plus, I get too involved in the stream, and then I miss a lot of what's happening in one of my favorite games. So it's not a healthy relationship. Decided to step it back. I'm gonna do something chilled, and it's called Islands of Insight. It's one of my favorite new puzzle games. Um, I know a couple of my few viewers come from Raw Baby's channel, and she does a lot of DBD, which is developed and published by Behavior. This game, incidentally, published by Behavior. Totally different bowl game though, so it's a nice chilled puzzle game. It's pretty, it's relaxing, it's got some really awesome Uncanny Valley stuff going on. We're gonna get into all of that soon. Um, so Astro, since you're my only viewer right now, is the stream working? Can you hear me? Can you see the Islands of Insight title screen asking me whether I want to play online or offline? Okay, great. Thank you, Astro. Okay, so originally the game was made to be played online, which really has no purpose. You can see other people running around, you can see people struggling with puzzles, and you can make friends and run around, but there's not much to do online. And my online profile on this is, I wouldn't say far into the game, but quite a bit into the game. So I'm thinking, since Play Offline has this wonderful button here called Reset Progress, that's what I did earlier. We're going to take this from the start. We're going to do it offline. There's no pressure. We're going to chill. We're going to learn how the puzzles work. And as I always say, drop in, have a laugh if you want to. Feel free to point out the obvious solutions to the puzzles that you see that I miss. Yes, get your blankets and snacks, chat. It's going to be a snoozy night. It has been a hell of a week. And apparently it's not just been for me. I've spoken to a couple of people now that we've reached Friday, and there are a lot of people who say that this week has been absolute bollocks. I don't know what's going on. The world just went crazy for this week, but we've reached the end of it, everybody, and we survived. I think we can all take a bow. We can all treat ourselves to something nice. For me, just playing a nice relaxing game with you fine folks, having a nice glass or two or three of wine before going to bed, knowing that I don't have to get up tomorrow morning for work. Although I'm pretty sure I will be woken up at some early hour by a kid who needs attention. That is tomorrow me's problem. Right now, I'm going to click this play offline button, and I'm going to whisk you away to the wonderful world of character creation, which has a delicious Uncanny Valley element to it. The game's loading screens are quite long, but it's fairly pretty. Floating islands in the sky. Oh, Astro, if you are still there, how's the balance between the game volume and my voice? Because to me the game sounds a little bit loud, but if the balance is good, then I'm happy. Oh, the actual loading circle finally appeared. Look, I don't believe there's something like a. It was a small bit louder than the game, but otherwise, okay, cool. I'll belt less. I will speak in a normal manner. That might make things better. So, like, I don't believe any game in the world is perfect. I think the closest to a perfect game I've ever seen was The Witness, because everything is so carefully curated, but even that is not perfect. So this game, very similar. You're going to see some very uncanny, weird faces, but we're going to be playing in first person, so we don't have to worry about that. We're here for the puzzles, the environment, for the colors, and for the chill vibes. Yes. So Astro, if you do happen to notice anybody else jumping in and I'm missing chat, as I usually do, just tell them to complain, and then, I don't know, throw me with something. Okay, so the Auroral. I don't think we should be following the lore of the game. It's very mystical, very like, ooh, things got created, then they created more things to do this, and like, this game is not about the lore, as far as I can tell. Like, I've not encountered lore that really interested me that much. This is about exploring the place and doing the puzzles and chilling. So, the Auroral saying, I will give substance to your form, but you must choose a vessel to house the spark within. So basically, we can pick between the two base starting models. And everybody looks a bit weird. Everybody looks a bit awkward. So we're going to have a weird, awkward character going in, no matter what we do. Let's see. So we've got the form, the skin, and the markings. That's what we can do under body. Okay, so you want me to go with the lady? We'll go with the lady. I mean, I have no issues with... But I do think, like, looking at them, this dude looks a little too stoic, so we're going to take the lady. She looks like she may actually have a bit of personality going on behind those dead eyes there. But like I say, we're going to have a weird character, but it's fine. We're going to be in first person. We're here to solve puzzles. We're not here to, like, create a massive fancy role play thing. So skin, we got skin color, plenty of options. How about we go with something a bit green? Should we be green? She looked like she's on drugs. Everyone in this game looks like they're on drugs. It's that whole dead-eyed, uncanny valley thing. I think the characters are probably like the worst designed thing in this game. The puzzles are fun. That's why we're here. So, okay, do we go with like a greenish or a purplish skin? Astro, you're the only person in chat, so you're the only person who has a say right now. Okay, you are the boss. You can tell me, are we going green or are we going purple? I need a thing I can do polls. Why did you just say... You sent a green alien face. I guess that means I gotta go green, right? So you go green. Right? I'm gonna do something a bit greeny. Here we go. Okay, so there's a lot of options that all basically amount to different variations of weirdness. I don't know what patina is. Let's see, patina. Oh, they all expand individually. My mouse wheel is a bit screwed, so it's not going to go well if I try and... Well, it's a tiny scroll, that'll work. Okay, yes, okay, I get it. Green. That is like a billion green alien faces. Don't spam. What is patina? Patina? Let's switch it off. Oh, so that's like the... Like I would call it the spectral highlight. Okay, yes, we're making an alien lady. Happy with that. I've kind of got a feeling it's got to tone in with the skin. Otherwise, I'm just going to be a weirdo. But not too bright. So let's go. That looks cool. It kind of reminds me of Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's go with that. Okay, so we're done with skin color. Done with patina. Burnish. What is a burnish? Oh, it's the outer glow. It's like the Neytiri. I don't know what Neytiri means. I'm not young and cool like you. Let's see. I think this looks like it's kind of the outer glow of the skin. Let's make it red. Yes, it's that like sort of backlight highlight thing. That's a bit too angelic for me. Not sure. Oh, I haven't seen Avatar in so many years. I could not remember any of them. I do know that. Um, what's her name? Oh, it's late on a Friday on a very after a very busy week. What was her name? Sigourney Weaver. I know Sigourney Weaver was in it. Huge Sigourney Weaver fan over here. Sci-fi nerd since childhood. Okay, let's see. What is a good burnish? That's too bright. I want something that looks like I don't glow. See, some kind of a darkish. I do kind of like this one. I think we should go with this. Avatar with the blue alien people. Yeah, I know Avatar. It's played by the same actor who plays Gamora. Oh, but I did not know that. Okay, cyanish color. It's difficult to speak this time of week. Like a dark cyanish. I think let's just go with this. We don't want to be stuck in character creation for the entire night. Okay, now my aura. Let's see, I'm going to make my aura pink. Okay, so that is like the real outer glow. Yeah, I'm glad you approve with the dark for the burnish. So my aura. What shall we make the aura? Maybe we should just not have an aura. Make me like I'm an actual person, not a floaty spectre. Okay, and then we got luster, more luster, less luster. Okay, so it sharpens the specular highlight. I'm just going to keep it at less. I don't want to look like I'm sweaty, like I crawled through a vat of baby oil to get here. Okay, markings. So I got no markings. So this is like get some ink, some tattoos. Okay, but we can't change the color. So do I look like a barcode scanner's gonna love me? Okay, the aura. You don't like the aura. Let's pick a different one. The pink one looks worse. Dark green or something. Well, it glows, so there's a limit to how dark it can go. How about this one? I picked this green one here. I will pause for a moment and wait for your response. A more vivid green. Okay. How are we feeling about this particular one? Sorry for the coughing, but it's this old like late winter. The air is very dry and it got a bit of. I think this like from here it starts to get a bit more towards the blue. So you got like these cyan things, but there's no actual dark aura to pick from. So I'm pretty sure you can see the options I've got here. So we can go more blue. This is as green as it gets before it starts turning yellow. One at the end of the top row. How about that? This one. What you think? What you think, Astra? It's not a bad face shape, I must say, all in all. Okay, we will use this one because it looks very, very nice. Okay, so we got the barcode loving markings, and we got this one, which is very. Oh, I can zoom. I didn't know that. Excellent. I'm glad you approve. I do quite like this. This is all like mathematical, geometrical looking stuff. That is nice. And then we got this one, which looks like it escaped from the Unreal Engine 1 from the mid-90s and is now running down my arms. I say we go with this one. I like the geometry and stuff that we've got here. You want barcode? You sure you want barcode instead of geometry? It's more like QR code, I think. You got QR code arms. You like the last one. Well, I mean, like you are from a different generation than I am, so maybe this has become cool. Okay, so we're gonna take this one at Astro's request. Apparently, we can like change it anytime we want to in game. I never do because we play in first person, but we have the option, so it's always nice. Okay, onto the head. Right, so face. We can pick a face shape. Not my kind of face. No. This one. No, let me not offend anyone. But this does remind me ever so slightly of Muscle Man from Regular Show. This one looks very, very intelligent. Which means that is a no-no for me. This one looks chilled and friendly. Third one is horrible. Yep, that's Muscle Man. Okay, so we're not taking Muscle Man. This one, I don't know, the eyes seem like they're about to fall asleep. Do the last one. I don't know, man. This last one looks very, very intelligent. Look at that. We're trying to show off here. 1,000-yard stare. They've all got a 1,000-yard stare. Look at that. There's nothing going on behind those eyes. These are dead eyes. These are uncanny valley eyes. No matter which one you pick. Like I said, that doesn't matter though. Okay, but we're gonna take the last one because we've got one viewer, and the majority has spoken, and I am nothing if not here to please. Okay, eyes, eyebrow color, and eye color. Yeah, the blue eyebrows are maybe a little wild for my taste. Yes, we want to go with something as alien-y, Astro. That is. So I'm just gonna go with this one. I am, in general, a fan of darker eyebrows, but maybe something a bit more. Let's go with like dark green. What do you think, Astro? Dark green? Dark purple eyes. Okay, dark purple eyes. No, that's not. That didn't end up very purple. It looks more red. Yeah, we got light purple and shades of brown. Or navy colored. For the eyes, you mean? Or for the eyebrows? Yeah, we'll get to the hair. We'll do white hair. That's fine. Wait, are you just like building? Are you building references here? Okay, cool. So navy for because I asked for the eyes or the eyebrows, and you said yes. Eyes. Okay, cool. This was about to say. It's like going like, do you like it hot or cold? Yes. Okay, you're not making references. We're making characters. Okay, great. Okay, so this dark blue navy-ish thing just ends up looking very, very black. How about that? What do you think about that? Still need cool eyebrows. Oof. Ugh. The purple on the green makes my skin crawl. Give me zombie alien character, white hair and dark eyes. Okay, white hair, dark eyes, happy. Blends in with skin color. Hey, you're the one who knows how art works. So who am I to argue? Okay, so eyebrows. Are we going light eyebrows or dark eyebrows? Okay, you said an oh no. I'm not sure if that's about the eyes or the eyebrows, but let's just focus on one thing at a time for a second here. We're going to focus on the eyebrows. So, light eyebrows and dark purple eyes. There we go. That is a wonderfully concise answer. Yes, that looks horrible. Light eyebrows. How light do we want to go? And like a colored light eyebrow. Ugh. Just made it worse. White. You say white. Like such. Okay, we are now white eyebrowed. And dark purple eyes. It's odd though. Many of the, like, okay, I think that's the darkest purpley they got. Discord light mode. No, Discord light mode shreds retinas. We want to stay away from that. Okay, hair. We're going to do white hair. We can pick hairstyles. It's not a ridiculous amount of options. Should we be like all wild curly hair like me in real life? Okay, I'll move the mic away from my mouth. I'm not coughing loud. My mic is making me cough loud. I'll put my hand in front of things like this. Is that better? You like the wild curly hair? It does look pretty cool. I like it when it kind of like conceals the sides of the face like that. Hides a bit of the awkward stare. Okay. Alright. There's not a million hair options. So let's move on. We can pick an ethereal glow. Stream paused. What, buffering, or did I do something wrong on my side? Unpaused. Good. So we can add an ethereal glow, which is a colored waviness to my hair. Ooh, I can actually just keep it white and have it be all like octopus tentacles. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Oh, let's do this. How do you feel about this, Astro? Is this a winner? Green. Okay, let's see. Dark green, or oh, this is getting a little too blue. About this one. I think that first green. I'm liking this. She looks like she knows things other people don't, and she knows this and she uses it. Okay. I think let's carry on with this particular one. Got markings, face markings. Okay, because I don't like this whole ran into a paint bucket with my forehead look. Okay. Not sure I'm a fan of this. I look like I should be mounted on a wall to make things look pretty. And that just looks like she took a very close look at a buzz saw at some point. Maybe we should have no markings on the face. What do you think? We'll unlock more as we go in the game, so maybe we'll find something cool. But as it stands, I'm not a fan of either of... Well, either. Does either mean just two? I'm not a fan of any of them. My language broke. It's been a tough week. No markings. In agreement. Happy thoughts. I'm going to zoom out. I think I look pretty impressive. Let's go. You happy if we go? Happy, Astro? Can I click that confirm button? I suck at what? I suck at character creation. Yes, I do, because I play in first person. Don't be nasty. You get banned if you're nasty. Plus, I would like to point out that you designed most of this character. So, ha! Here we go. Confirm. Finalize your character. You can change the appearance at any time. So there we go. Well, I think you got some roles reversed there, but there we go. The echoes of time carry a story. It's unskippable, this, so boo. The Auroral created this realm from the memories of another world. The realm was silent until the edge of the universe shattered. Yes, because that makes perfect sense. Sparks of energy created a new form of life. She called us seekers. And crafted a journey of discovery to help us thrive. Now awaken, Seeker. And you'd think this is a good point to end it. It is time to begin your journey. Then it ends. They throw that surprise sentence in there. Look, no offense to anyone, because I absolutely adore this game. I think it is brilliant. I make fun of some of it. I'm not trying to say it's bad. I'm just trying to say, like, I find it a little bit mock worthy, but it's all part of the charm. I do adore this game. I love that it exists, and I love the amount of effort they put into it. ISTG means I swear to God. Okay, Sebastian from Pressure. Okay, so you swear to God. Sebastian from Pressure be like, whenever you say oomphy one moment, and the next be like die in real life. So let's not say oomphy. Okay, space to jump. We're off to a good start. We're following the tutorial ghost. Shift. We could sprint. Here we go. We're chasing down the tutorial ghost in sprint mode. Ooh, it's toggle sprint. Follow the wandering echo. Complete. Okay, so he had a name. He's not the tutorial ghost. He's the wandering echo. Of course, I knew this because I played the game before. But you know, gotta throw some. No, I'm not gonna scroll. Okay, fine. There, my mouse wheel's a bit screwed. It does weird things. So, okay, there we go. That's me on the outside. We saw this. That is a mighty mane of hair. I approve. Much better than mine in real life. Okay, cool. Puzzle time. Complete the Pillar of Insight. So, left click a grey tile to toggle it dark. Connect all dark cells. Right. Absolute rocket science. Next. Okay, we are trying to, right click to toggle a grey tile to light. We want to connect all the light tiles. So, not that difficult. Who's here? What's he talking about? Click and drag. Okay, either click and drag to draw more quickly. That's kind of what I've been doing. Okay, bye. You have disintegrated. I hope your particles enjoy the stream. Okay, so now the black and the white, the light and dark tiles. So we do this. Oh no, we can't because that traps that one in. Okay, cool. Oh, for reset. So that means we got to do this. Then they're connected. Then we can just take this one around. Excellent. Okay, puzzle sequence done. It's growing tall. And we shall carry on. No, not that way. That's seems like a bad idea. Okay. Do not fear the great depths below. If you fall, no harm will ever come to you. Trial run. Great. So it teleports you back. Nice. Oh, but it teleported me to somewhere weird. Where was I? Okay, let's go this way. See where we end up. Waterfalls, ruins, colorful rocks. Where am I? Oh, this must be where I actually... Okay, it's the starting zone. Anybody with a sense of direction would have picked that up very quickly. Right, cool. This is where I changed the tutorial ghost. All the way up here. So, there he is. Hi. Hello, ghost. There's the thing, and here's the thing. So we'll just carry on across. 1 second. I just want to check something quickly. Okay, now we're all good. We're all good. Okay, cool. So, ruins down there. Circle up here. There's another puzzle. Okay, connect all the light and all the dark. So this light one obviously has to come this way because there's no other way it can connect. that would connect all the light, then this would connect all the dark. Right. Ooh, I broke some glass. Okay, solve the logic grid. Okay, we've solved the logic grid. Step onto the rift. Okay. Okay, so it looks like a jump pad. Fatum. Moments of discovery. Please explore, but should you need help, you will find it at the blue guide stones. Now, having gone through here, those blue guide stones basically just explain the 5 different types of puzzles that we're about to encounter here. If anybody particularly wants me to go and read all of that, cool, but otherwise we'll just carry on. So, another logic grid. Okay, so you must fill the entire grid while following the rules. So we're not allowed to have like a big square of like 2x2 black or a big square of 2x2 white, which means this one can't be black, so it has to be white. Same here, but now this one has to be black, and then this one has to be white. Excellent. Now we have what they call matchbox puzzles. So you have to find a spot where you can see 2 of these with the same shape on them, like the same sigil or scribble or whatever. One is red, one is green. So you click and hold on the one, look at the other one, boom, matched. Now, yes, fundamentally very easy, but these things can get nightmarish at later levels. So, like we can see, there's one all the way hidden there, which, where's the one that I just saw? Oh, there it is. Got the Sphinx head in front of it. Boom, there's another one. Okay. So, we need to solve 10 puzzles to earn a Mirabilis, which is basically like a big fractal cube. I love them. Ooh, ooh. Okay, hidden arch. Pow! Hidden archway. Okay, so there we got a green angry face looking thing. So we got to find the red angry face looking thing while we can... Ah, there it is. It's up there. Okay, so where we can see this one, drag across. Pew! Personally, I'm not a huge fan of these matchbox puzzles. New upgrade available, double jump. That's always useful. Okay, so sparks are like your XP and you use them to unlock upgrades. Let me get my double jump, because double jump fits beautifully into most games. Then we're gonna go, oh, there we go. See, there's the one, there's the other. Ba-ding. As I was saying, I'm not a huge fan of these matchbox puzzles, but you know they're in here, so I'll do them. Oop, there's another hidden archway, and I'm sure some people love their hidden object games, so they would probably have a ball with that. Speaking of hidden object, there's that little swirly tower thing there. That is also something I'm not a huge fan of, but we're gonna go do it anyway. Let's do another logic grid first. Okay, so no big 2x2 squares, which means this has to be black, this has to be black, this has to be black, this has to be black. So that's a good start. Now this means that this has to be white, same over here, and then this has to be black, this has to be black, and then this has to be white. Okay, because that pretty much breaks the 2x2 pattern that we're not allowed to make. Okay, and we're off. We have been solving puzzles and taking names. I'm going to do this thing. I'm, like I said, not a huge fan. This is basically like just a big hidden object thing. So you activate it, creates this sphere boundary. Now, there's nothing that stops you from going outside the boundary. It doesn't stop the puzzle or anything. And sometimes you have to go outside the boundary to move around to find things. But there are 5 of these little things hidden within the boundary. They will always be in the sphere, and I have to find them. So that's 2, and there's number 3, and there's going to be a point here where everybody's going to see it, and I'm not going to. Okay, that's 4. See, now we're looking for number 5. This is where it gets hairy. This is the point and laugh moment. So point and laugh, but do it in chat so I know where to go. I've got this thing in games that things should be hidden in the roof. It was actually started by this wonderful little wacky sci-fi semi-cyberpunk RPG from many years ago called Anachronox, where there's this weird bird alien thing that you speak to, and you get information from him, and he has this one line that he says, "You'd be surprised at how few people look up," and he flaps his little wings and he flies off. And it just raised this whole thing where, like, people don't look up. Everybody's always like, okay, I'm on the ground, I'm on this level, everything's on this level. So I'm like, ooh, wait, I found the thing. There we go. Yammer has won. So because of that, I'm always like, okay, if you want to hide stuff in your game, you hide them in areas like this, because people don't really look up. And if I was a ninja, I'd be like up there. I mean, any of us that's played Sekiro knows that is a winning strategy. Right, connect all the white, connect all the black. No other rules to follow, so I'm wondering. Of course, we can't just do black down here to connect these, because then this white one over here is going to get cut off. So that tells me the white. Oh, okay, cool. So that's not going to work. If we do this, that cuts that off as well. So if we connect that white and this black, now if we bring the white through here, we can bring the black out this way and swing the white down here. There we go. Okay, got it. Ooh, did I just earn a Mirabilis? Campaign quest completed. Yeah, there's my fractal cube. You have gathered Mirabilis, the energy of the known realm. Each Mirabilis you collect will open more islands. Okay, I actually missed that the first time I played this. Like, I've been in my online game, I've been collecting these things, but I don't know what they do. They like, you can't access certain areas until you've got a certain amount of these. Right, your main form. Okay, so they are the main form of progression. Many different quest objects and activities will reward you with it. As your Mirabilis collection increases, you'll awaken new lands and gain access to secret enclaves. See, that sentence there didn't make sense until I'd played enough of the game to understand what those words actually mean. Now that I do, it basically means there are areas you can't go to unless you've got enough fractal cubes. I mean, it's a nice, straightforward, simple progression system. I appreciate that. Oh, double jump. Just because I can. Hurrah for double jump. Something I wanted to do to set something up outside the game quickly, just for the stream. Bear with. I wonder if this is going to work. Let's see. Because I've got the chat open, and I feel like I'm slowly getting into the habit of checking chat very often. But I want to know if viewers pop in and out, and I want to figure out how I can do that. That is still a big mystery to me. So let's do this. I'm going to set up a browser on the side here so I can check chat on OBS. then maybe check viewers in a tiny browser window that is kind of like shifted off to the side. I have no idea if this is actually going to work, but I'm going to try it. Maybe this is the worst idea I've had in a very long time, but we're going to see. Okay, I can see who's viewing, I can see chat. I know Astro is no longer there. Back in the game. By the way, Astro, thank you for carrying me through the first part of the stream. Now it's pure yammering. Okay, I'm sure you all see the glimmering of another secret archway. Boom! Or hidden archway. Hidden secrets. It's a horror movie. Okay, so these are actually quite easy normally, but they can be tricky. You have to look through the golden rings, but not the purple ones. So you have to find a spot where you can see through the golden ones, but not the purple ones. So they drew a little line that would pass through all the gold rings, but skip all the purples. Later on, you encounter some of these that move, because add some challenge to the challenge. Ooh, okay, I missed one. I need to go there. But generally, I haven't found any of these that are really problematic. They're generally quite easy. Okay, so solve any 22 puzzles. That is now my bonus objective, and I'm having a blast, so we're definitely heading there. Okay, so no big 2x2 black squares, but all the blacks need to be connected. So we cannot have a black square or a black tile there, because that would create the square. So that's got to be white. That's got to be white. That tile has to be white, and this tile has to be white. But then the same rule applies here, so we can just do that. Then we know we are in good form. In order to have this black tile connected as we need to, this one has to be black. And we can't get out there, so the only way to get out would be there. We just got to pay attention now, because these would have to be connected. So that's white, that's white. Okay, great. When I started playing this game, I actually ended up guessing quite a bit of these puzzles, just because you can kind of brute force them. And then there was this point in the game where there was like a power up, or like an upgrade that I could unlock, that was like, you get bonus sparks, like XP, if you have no mistakes while solving the puzzle. And I was like, how the hell does that work? Because I've been guessing my way through a lot of it. And then I realized, as long as you follow the rules and you think about what you're doing, it is possible to do this without ever guessing. Like, you just follow it step by step, and the rules will show you exactly which tiles must be what. Because there's another mechanic that comes in later, where there are certain things. Hidden archway. There are mechanics that come in later where you must only color tiles that the rules are certain about, because those are deliberately ones with certain tiles that leave it up to chance, and you need to not color those tiles. It's pretty crazy. And I mean, this game boasts that it's got like more than 10,000 puzzles to solve. I've got a feeling some of them are definitely AI generated, because it's got that, like, yes, it's valid, but it's technically valid, but there's no elegance to it. Whereas many of the puzzles does have that, like they've got this really cool elegance. And then I go, okay, cool, these were crafted by people. Alright, so I'm not allowed to have two white tiles next to each other, or the 2x2 black tile squares. So this one can't be black, but then there's a white one here, so I can't have a white one here, so this one has to be black. And same situation here. With these, we'd be guessing because there are options, but actually not, because we can't have two white tiles next to each other, so that has to be black, like that, and the same here. And then we can pretty much do the same there. And now we've got lots of potential 2x2 black tiles popping up. So we're going to start eliminating them, which then opens the door for more potential 2x1 white tiles, which we can't have, so we start blocking them off, which then opens up more of these situations, and that leads to another of this situation, this, bing, bing, boom. So the rules, just by following the rules, you can solve the puzzle without ever making a mistake, as long as you just follow those rules. Sometimes there's a lot of rules. They cover the entire right side of the screen. So it gets slightly tricky. Ooh, I leveled up. I wonder, let's see, do I have upgrades to unlock? No, I've only got 177 echoes, so not going to get far with that. And double jump. Right, so we've these. I'm not a huge fan of these. So they're these pillars. You just don't have to click. You just look at them and they light up and they draw a line to you. And the big trick to this is just to find a spot where you can stand, where you can see all the pillars and nothing is hiding behind anything else. So it's very much just kind of like a trial and error until you get it. It's not very exciting, but it's in there. So, you know. The cool thing though is that there's no pressure. There's nothing that says you have to solve all of them. If you're a bit OCD like me, then you probably want to go out and try and do it. But there's no rule that says everything has to be solved. So you can skip the ones you don't like. But I don't like to skip anything, so... I clicked the wrong button there. Meant to do that, because all the black need to be connected. So if you think about it, this one can't... Like if the block next to it has to be black, otherwise this one can't connect. And that rule carries on to here and to here as well. Now, it seems fairly straightforward that this should be the answer. We don't need black going down here, but we need these to connect, so that's got to be... Ooh. I got bamboozled. Let's start over. Okay, so we know this one has to do this. Happy with that. This one also has to escape, so that needs to happen. Let's see. Clearly I guessed earlier. If we do... Okay, cool. Oh, I see. Okay, because if we do this one black, it means this one can't be black, which will disconnect them. So this one has to be black, which means according to the rule over here, this one has to be white, which means this one has to be black to make sure that one's connected. This one can't be black because then it won't be connected, so it has to be white. Okay. Now, that also means I'm thinking, if we got the black tiles coming down like this, we just fill in what's left with white and that should do the trick. Schmoove. Okay, great. Got two more to solve, then we've completed the bonus thing. But, aha, that's what I wanted to show you. That is a hidden cube or secret cube. Let's see, boom, hidden cube. So there, it's the same. It's basically the same as the hidden archways, but you just click on them. You don't have to like walk through them or whatever. And then there are also hidden rings, which you have to just go through. So it's 3 variations of the same thing. Oh, another hidden archway. I think I'm going to get another Mirabilis. 3 variations of the same thing. Okay, got to my Mirabilis. Solve any 22 puzzles. Okay, so they want me to touch the Great Pool. But what I want to point out is that all of these areas, like I'm not done here. There are more puzzles hidden. Let me see. There was an area I could see earlier. Just got to remember, it's down, not down there. Fairly obviously. No, not down there. I say it's obvious, and then I double check. There we go. There's a whole area down here. Boosh! So there's a jump pad that sends me back up. And now you see this one has two little balls, so it's a little more difficult than the ones I'd been doing before. And here's the thing. So we do that. And now it's going to give us a thing. Most enclaves, so the enclaves are like these little areas with the floating islands, like a kind of like a level. So each level has a bunch of puzzles. So most enclaves have more puzzles than necessary to earn every Mirabilis. You don't need to find them all. It is very difficult. But I like to challenge myself with that kind of thing because it scratches the itch in my brain. So we'll try it. I'm not sure at which point it happens, but usually within these enclaves there is a point where it goes, you have solved so many of the total puzzles, and then you can start tracking how far out you are. This one seems to not be doing it. Okay. This one actually I never read this. Work through the grid logically. Guessing is never required. I like it. So let's work with this rule first. No 2x2 black ones. So that can't be black, this can't be black, that can't be black, that. So we've and here. So we've sorted those. All the black ones need to be connected, which means this is a like potentially isolated area, so it has to break out till at least there. Here we've got a similar situation. It needs to break out, so it's connected, but it needs to break out more, because if that's white, it's cut off. If this is white, it's cut off. So we can... Oh, I can't... No, I've made a mistake, I think. No, wait, I haven't. Because this can't be black, because that would violate rule number 1. So it has to be white. Which means I need to connect these, and since it's a straight like a one tile path, there we go. Never guessed, never got anything wrong. There we are. A sip of wine for a bit of reward. I wonder, maybe if we touch the Great Pearl and we jump back in here, we'll see how many puzzles we have left. Because there's a number of hidden cubes I remember, but I can't remember where they are. From what I can see over here, I've got at least one viewer who is currently lurking. But that's fine. Lurk away. If it's fun chilling there, listening to my scratchy voice. Oh, here's another type of puzzle that they haven't told me about yet. The sky drop. So it's like these little spheres floating in the air, and you have to just find a spot where they line up into a circle. These are much easier to find in multiplayer, because that little movement that it made when I activated it, you can see on your, like in your game, you can see when other people do that, you can see them move, and that gives you a fairly good clue of where to go to spot them. So let's explore some potentially hidden areas. Now that looks like I'm gonna just fall off and respawn if I go there. So let's touch the Great Pearl and see what happens. There's the Great Pearl. Oh, Great Pearl. So just gonna break the glass, activate the hoppy thing. Map unlocked. Thank you very much. Okay, so this set of islands is where I am now. Ooh, but there's a mystery that way. Moments of Discovery, the Enclave, Path of Seekers. Okay, I'm not going to read all of it. What was very nice, like I downloaded the demo of this game, absolutely loved it. Solved probably about half the puzzles that were in the demo because there's probably a lot that I didn't find. Got hit by an invisible wall going like, you need to buy the full version to go further. And I think it was about 2 weeks later, the game was at 100% discount. For one day, they gave the game away for free. So I was like, was all over it. The space between the stars completed. Okay, lore stuff. This realm nearly met its end. I'm not strong enough to save it a second time. Your kind are now the keepers of its fate. No pressure, right? No pressure. What happens if I... Moments of Discovery. Yeah, so I've got I've got 2 of the one Mirabilis. But let's jump back. I want to see if there are more puzzles over there. Because I'm sure there are hidden cubes I haven't... Oh, there we go. 26 puzzles solved. 4 still available. So there are still 4 things to find and solve. If I remember right, they are all hidden cubes. So we've got to keep our eyes open for shimmering little blocks. Yes, shimmer block. Now I remember there's a way of getting up onto all of these ruins, because I think that's where they're all hiding. I cannot for the life of me remember how I did that. Maybe I came back here after I unlocked this multi-mega maxi moon jump. Like this wacky thing where you hold down control. Not control. What the fuck am I saying? Hold down your jump button. And then this bar charges up. And if that bar hits halfway and you release, you jump very, very high. I thought it would be like, okay, cool. Like if there was a triple jump, that would be it. Or maybe like a quadruple jump. It's like, okay, cool. So it's like 4 times the height of your normal jump. No, that thing launches you like you stepped on one of those jump pads. It is absolutely nuts. You have to wait like half an hour to come down just so you can get up there, sort of situation. It is weird, it is wacky, it's wild, but it's useful. It requires a bit of patience to use though. But for now, let's see if we can figure out how to get to the top of these. Oh, wait. This looks promising. Or does it? Nah. Not so much. Not so much anymore. But I may not want to run around here too long, because just taking a peek at the top, so I'm not seeing the invisible cube signs there. Ah, there's one. There's one up there. See there, that's nice and easy to see now. So, gotta figure out how to get up there. I'm guessing it's gonna be a bit of a hop, skip and a jump, maybe from over here. And then to here. And then we're gonna... You hear that sound? That is also part of how you find these things. You listen for that sound, then you know there's one close. I actually forgot about that. So, with this new knowledge, I'm going to go over here, stop yapping for a second, and hear if I hear twinkle sounds. I don't. So I'm gonna go with there's nothing to find there. Right, let's try this exercise the other way. Whew. Thought I was falling off there. Okay, hoppity doo wah. There we go. I heard it and I found it. 2 still available. I think I see one on that gondola's roof. Wait, no, gondola. What's it? Is it gondola? I'm confused now. Is it? I'm gonna just have to Google this quickly. Like a gondola, is that the little boat thing or the little roof thing? No, that's the boat thing. Okay, so it's not gondola. Moron. Stop saying gondola when it's not a gondola. What do you call these little roof thingies? I'm now literally googling Japanese roof thingy. Shit. Yeah, and I'm like, I struck a stupid. I'm not gonna sit for half an hour and read through everything. But I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. These things. They're not gondolas. They have a different name, which escaped me now. It's been a long, tough week. Ah! See? Thought I saw one. Okay, now there's one puzzle hidden somewhere. Whether it's a hidden cube or a hidden archway. Let's listen. I heard a twinkle. Ooh. It's got to be up here somewhere. Let's just check. Maybe it's down here and I just missed it. But my guess is it's up on that bit of ruin there. So we got to find some clever way of getting up there. Oh wow, that wasn't too hard. There it is. Saw it. Boosh! 30 puzzles solved. 100% complete. Ooh, wait, chat's happening. 1 second. I gotta just get my mouse under control. Gazebo. That is it. I think that is the word I was looking for. Thank you, internet. And welcome. You are more than welcome to point and laugh, because I don't claim to be a clever person. I do hope that that when you watch the whole thing, like you are at least somewhat entertained. I mean, the whole point of this is watching somebody else suffer through something in a state where you're not so bored that you would rather be suffering through it yourself. So let's just call them gazebos for now, because I think that is apt. Launch our way back to the mainland. Yeah, I believe, like, okay, yeah, so you're not clever at everything. I think very few people are. I think we've all got our strengths, we've all got our weaknesses, and the sooner we can pull our heads out of our bottoms and admit these things, the sooner life starts getting better. There are things that I'm very good at. I don't think gaming is one of them, but I think yammering about how bad I am at games might be one of them, which is why I'm on Twitch in the end. So, but yes, welcome. It's nice to have you on board. I haven't been doing this for very long, so I hope it's not super duper boring, but I'm always open to some constructive criticism and all that. Okay, some lore stuff going on here. Let's see what they say. Aurorals were imbued with a purpose to seek knowledge and record the splendor of the known. That's known with a capital K, by the way. But the age of the Aurorals has passed. My hope is that your kind will become seekers in our place. Right. Okay. Once again, no pressure. It's just our job to maintain the fabric of reality and explore. I was moaning a bit earlier about some of the puzzles that I like and some of the ones I don't like. These, I thought I would absolutely love these puzzles because I loved Fractal. I love Fractals to bits. But trying to find a specific variant of a fractal by dragging the mouse in inane directions and trying to match the picture they show on the right is not the most fun I've had in my life. But I will inflict this pain upon myself because I do want to complete everything I can. So we're going to try this. But I do ask for patience if I end up just giving up on this, because like I say, this is not the most fun thing I've done in a game ever. I do love the game though. Like, I think this is a brilliant game. They got lots of different puzzles, lots of different variants on those puzzles. No, not that way. Oh man. Let's just take it to a corner and see what happens. See, trying to figure out which mouse movements change things in which ways is extremely challenging in this. I'd like to believe that there's some level of mathematical knowledge that would make this make more sense. But this is a level of mathematical knowledge I don't have, and this is getting slightly epileptic. We'll come back to this. Your old intelligence was math 1, geometry 1 plus logic, language, music 5. Dang, that is nice. I've been trying to like get into music stuff. There's so much I don't understand. So so like, okay, but you're gonna have to explain. Like, is it one of those where like the lower the number the better the score, or is this like the higher the number the better the score? So like, is a one or like a 1 plus good, or is a 5 good? I mean, we've got so many scoring systems in the world, it makes it difficult to try and just standardize things to try and make sense of this. 1 is better. Okay, cool. So math 1, geometry, and like, I mean, geometry 1 plus. That is okay. So I'm guessing 1 plus means like it's 1 but slightly better than just 1. Because that's cool. Because geometry is something that is, in my opinion, very, very valuable. Like in like measuring and understanding the world around us. And it's something that so many people seem to have missed something. Extra points. Well, congratulations then. I love geometry. There are so many people that I run into that hate geometry because they, like, I always feel they missed a fundamental step in their education somewhere. Like, maybe they had a bad teacher one year that failed to explain some fundamental thing, and then these poor people end up hating one of the most beautiful parts of math. And I find it quite sad. There was this app, this phone app I had at one point, just like with these geometry puzzles you can just hop on and solve every day. Had such a blast with it. Spatial thinking, I think you're right. Spatial thinking, I think, is a very good term for it. Yes, because it's all about the relation of things with each other. Because you've got this whole thing about like the different angles and like parallelism between lines and angles and all sorts of stuff. That's a beautiful thing. I think geometry is absolutely gorgeous, and it's sad that so many people kind of didn't get it. And I always think it's something that is achievable to any person on earth, but if you've got somebody who's explaining it to you and they're very shit at it, you're gonna have a tough time. And it's not your fault, it's a bad teacher's fault. Okay, time for some logic grid. We're not allowed to make big white squares or big black squares, and all the black need to be connected. So we're going to start from the basics, avoiding the big white squares by putting black tiles in these spots. So that would also be a white square. That would also be a white square. I don't see anything else that's going to cause a big white square right now. But in order for this one to connect, this has to be black, otherwise this one would be cut off. The rules are already in place there, so we're going to do another black one over here and then a white one there. These are all nicely and neatly connected, but this would cause a black square. We're going to do a white one over there to break the black square. Then we end up in a situation where these need to expand in order to connect, and then I think I may have a problem. Maybe, yeah, because this is not gonna. Okay, I made a mistake somewhere. I misinterpreted something. So no white squares. There, and there. Now, internet, you are welcome to give your input because you scored a 1 on logic, which means this is your forte as well. We've got these basic rules on the side. All the black tiles must be connected, but I'm not allowed to make a 2x2 black tile or a 2x2 white tile. Based on those rules, I must fill in the entire grid. So, how do we do this? We've stopped all of the big white tiles. Now, like I said, logically this one has to go out this way, otherwise it can't connect. The same actually goes for this one over here. It must go there. Then this would be a big black square unless we put a white one over here, which means these two black ones have to expand this way. I see. I made an assumption earlier which was wrong. So here we'd have a big black square, which we'd have to break up by placing a white one over there, and then to connect the black ones, we put a black one over there. Excellent. Just 1 second, I just want to fix my windows here. Okay. Right. Oh crap, clicked on the thing. Don't think you will need help for level 1 to 3 over maybe. Well, we'll see. It's late on a Friday and it has been a hell of a week. Like I was actually planning to stream something else, but I decided to go with this just because I needed to just have some time to chill out. This week has been extremely rough. Armiel, the friend, do you hear the whispers among the trees? At first I thought there were leaves rustling in the wind, but these whispers echo like mine, like they too have minds of their own. So I whisper back. Okay, ooh, time to chase a ghost. Here we go. There we go. Wandering Echo solved. Oh, there's another one of those fractal puzzles. I'm gonna avoid those for now. I don't feel like they're gonna be relaxing for me. And if it's not relaxing for me, it's not gonna be fun for you to watch. What is this? What is this? Verdant Glen, Quest for Perfection. Quest for Perfection. This grid puzzle challenge, anything you fill is final. 3 mistakes and you're out. Oh my word. Try to solve 5 puzzles. Do not guess. Take your time. Well. they have just told me how this is about to go. So let's see. So no big like big black squares. Connect all the black. Okay, so this black, of course, has to. No, man, it's because I clicked the wrong button, right? I right clicked instead of left click. So, it's not letting me do anything. Hey, it's tutorial. Yes, thank you. I'm ready. I just went and completely buggered this up. What's going on here? I'm not allowed to do this puzzle anymore because I sucked on my first click. Oh. Okay, let's just see. Goal, complete 5 grids in the quest for perfection. That's great. I would like to compete in the quest for perfection. Look at cursor, it is colored like what side is what color. Yeah, that is true. I'm just trying to figure out why is it not. Oh, it wants me to fix my mistake before I carry on. Okay, it's stupid me. Got it. Okay, so these have to be black, and then the black has to expand out like this. But now we've got potential for the big black squares, which means that has to happen. These black ones have to expand like this, and then those have to be white. Okay, great. Only one mistake, and it was because I clicked the wrong frickin' button like a genius. So this has an area of only 1, which means it has to be blocked off. Okay. Are they going? Okay. I can't guess. If I put one here, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. But it could just as well be 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. I think the key is here because this one has to have an area of 2 while this one has to have an area of 3. So they cannot touch each other. So 3 has to go that way. Now it could go that way or that way. Right. Okay, it's over here. We know those can't touch either. So the 5 must expand that way. The 6 must go that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can go 6 and block it off. Then we're good. So, Internet, is this a game that you've played before? Is this something you know very well, that you're very skilled at? I'm just curious because you're coming in with I don't know. It feels like there's some. Okay, cool. So you have played this and you know what it's all about and stuff. Okay, now then I feel I'm in good company. Like I said earlier, feel free to point and laugh. I'm not going to be offended. And if you can offer me any form of guidance along the road, I will take what I can get. There we go, I got it. 120 hours in online and another 20 in a fresh offline save. That is impressive. Like, I bow to you, sir. You are clearly better at this game than I am. I love this game though. I got the demo and then they made it free for like a day, right at the point where I really played a lot of the demo. But you know, life happens, so I haven't had the time to really get that deep into it. But I've enjoyed pretty much every second I've spent with this game. It is, I love that it's so chilled, and like the character models are a bit goofy, but still, it's so enjoyable. I love it. Okay, so for this one, no big black squares, which means this block can't be black because that would create a black square over there. This has to be white. The black squares have to be connected, so this has to be white, otherwise we've got an isolated one. So this, yeah, that's right. It's fun and it keeps the brain on its toes. It's such a cool coffee break fun game for me. Like if I'm sitting and I'm working and I feel I need to kick back a bit and just do something different, but without getting my brain into that like sort of sludge of just running and shooting stuff. It's a very, very cool option. I absolutely love this game. Okay, so the black tiles need to be connected, so we're going to have a black one up here. So white, white, white. There we go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Okay, still, okay. This can't be black because that would create a big black square. Same here, same here, same here. Okay, so we've eliminated the easy bits. They all have to escape. So that has to happen. Now I'm going to have to start thinking ahead a little bit, because there's no obvious way of violating any of these rules right now. I would say, like, if we do this, yeah, if we do this, no, actually, if this is black, it connects these two sections, but then this can't be black, so this is going to be white, which means the only way to connect the other, yes, I think that's right. So we do this. This can't be black. This has to be white. Then we got to extend this one in order to connect, and we just do white, white, and we're done. I thought 2 steps ahead and won. That is great. That is amazing. Okay, so we're dealing with numbers. So this is a 1, so it has to be like, no man. I hope I didn't screw that up completely. We'll see. We'll see. I clicked on the wrong tile. Whoops. Now these can't touch each other. Otherwise it might, well, it would instantly break their rules. The 3, of course, has to grow out this way, which means this misclick was actually right, because if that one was white, this 3 would be connected to the others. Okay, so it was a most fortuitous mistake, thank you very much. Right, we're good there. So this 5 can go up that way, but this 6 does need to expand that way. So we need to cut it off from the 2. The 2 has only one option, so that's good. The 5 has one option. It can't go down because that's going to be more than 5. It has to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Block it off that way. So for the 6 needs to expand this way, but we need to cut it off from the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cut it off, then we're good. And then the 4 goes up this way. Oh my word, that was great. That was amazing. That was so cool. I've earned a Mirabilis. That was nice. I like that very, very much. Huge fan of fractals. I've said it before, but I just said it again, and I will probably say it multiple more times as I play this game. Love a fractal. They're beautiful. So internet, do you like, is puzzle games like your main thing, or are there other kinds of games that you enjoy playing as well? Because I myself am the kind of gamer that plays a lot of different stuff, because I get bored and I move on to things, and then I get like obsessed with one thing for a while, and then I burn myself out and I move on to the next thing. And I think because of that, I've generally got great respect for people who like find one thing they love and they stick with it, because it's something that, to me, it's like it seems like this inhuman discipline, like being able to stick with this one thing you love. Because like for me, like, it's video games as a whole, but like I say, I get bored, so it's like play shooters for a while, then play fighting games for a while, switch over to some puzzle games. And I always find it interesting to see how other people approach things. Like, are you the kind of person that would spend like 6 months just playing the same kind of thing, or do you also get bored and then like kind of flit around for a while, then get obsessed with one thing and burn yourself out and then flit around again? Okay, that was solved. Please excuse me if I don't do the little speed runs between the blue balls. They're not fun for me. These ones are they're fun if you know the area. I'm not gonna waste a lot of time looking for the perfect perspective on an area that I don't actually know very well. So yes, like I'm not going into this game blind. I have played it before, but I reset my offline progress just like to be able to kind of stream it and explore it from scratch again. Are these two the same? They look like they are. There we go. Matchbox. Maybe I should actually go for the actual target here. Not a main, but the obvious one. Witness. Okay, yeah, because Witness and Talos Principle, I'm a huge fan of. More of an MMO RPG. Okay, I also like my MMOs and RPGs. Morrowind. Wow, No Man's Sky. Smooth. I'm a huge No Man's Sky. I'm probably the only person who wasn't disappointed with the original release of No Man's Sky. Loved it from the beginning. Waiting with the Ashes of Creation Alpha in October. I don't even know what Ashes of Creation are. I'll have to look into it. Is Ashes of Creation an MMO or like a more offline-y RPG thing? And all dark regions have Area 3. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. It's always nice to meet a kindred spirit, so to speak. I loved No Man's Sky right off the bat. It's one of those games that it came out and it was actually exactly what I wanted from it. It was a solitary, kind of like lonely exploration game. And then they added stuff which just made it better. Made it like, because they didn't detract from what it was originally. They just added more and more onto it. There's a new fantasy MMO RPG. Okay, now I'm definitely going to check this out after the stream. Ashes of Creation. Never heard of it. What do you think of Hello Games' new thing? What's it called? Light No Fire. Because it seems like it's going to be really cool, and I think Hello Games has definitely learned a lot after making No Man's Sky. So I'm kind of hoping they're going to do like a really good thing with Light No Fire, and it's just going to be like amazing from the start. Rules. Okay, so 3. So these can't be. These could be. Okay, so those have to be split. Oh my word. Okay, it's getting tricky here now. This one has to escape, so that tells me that has to be 3. You do the massive really good. I'll check. Light No Fire, definitely. Yeah, I have no idea what the release date for Light No Fire is. I don't think they've actually announced it yet. But yeah, no, it seems like it's going to be pretty cool. I had a huge WoW stint many years ago. I had a very cool guild that I was part of, and we went raiding and stuff, and it was nice and chilled. I'm not a huge competitive person, so I'm not one of those people who wants to be like the first to clear the raid and all of that nonsense. We just kind of went in for fun. Okay, gotta make sure everything is just an area of 3. Now this one has to escape this way. Okay, and this one goes that way, so I'm gonna block those off. Now, I think it's fairly safe to say that this is the way it ends. Yes, there we go. Excellent. Cool. Now, internet, I'm going to say this only once, and I'm not going to labor the point or nag at anybody for anything. If you do enjoy watching me play stuff, consider following. Or not. It's your choice. I'm not your mother. I can't tell you how to live your life. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There's a sky drop here. Ooh, it's making a pentagon. That is pretty swish. I like it. Okay, but I was actually going for the actual. Ooh. I think this is like one of the most distracting games in the world, because I'm trying to get there and I keep seeing things and I keep stopping myself to do the things that I see, which I think is actually like that's good game design, because they go, you need to go here, but along the way they keep throwing stuff at you and they go like, look at the content we've got, look at all the ways you can distract yourself in our game while you're on your way there, and then the indicator stays. Like, it's never going to stop telling you to go here, but they're also not stopping you from going everywhere in between. I think it's beautiful. I think that is game design, because you want your player to actually like enjoy everything from where they start to where they end. You don't want them to just enjoy the start and just the end. Like, you want the start, the journey, and the destination to be awesome. Okay, side quests. Solve 5 puzzle boxes. I hate puzzle boxes, so I'm not going to do that. Sky drops. Yeah, sky drops and hidden objects. Also not my bag exactly. It's all like, because puzzle boxes are like kind of hidden item stuff. Sky drops, not so much hidden item, but there's the hidden objects, which I don't like that much. Hidden pentads, which is 100% hidden object game. Match 3, I haven't even unlocked yet, so I can't, like, I can pick the quest, but it's not going to help me. Hidden pentads, hidden objects. So, okay, this is the side quests, so just, they've got it in for me. Internet, I think since you're the only viewer that I've got right now, do you want me to pick any one of these? Any particular one you'd like me to do? It's a give freedom, but at the same time suspend you to. Yeah, I mean, like, sometimes you do want to just kind of get through something, and if you got my kind of personality, sometimes it gets a bit much being distracted by side quests, because you're like, okay, I've got limited time, I want to finish this thing, but I also want to finish everything in between, which is, I think, my love and frustration for this game at the same time, because there's so much in between, and I would love to one day sit back and go like, I solved everything this game threw at me, but realistically I don't think that's ever going to happen. Let's see. I'm gonna try and do this one, because I think the hidden objects, that's like hidden cubes, hidden archways, hidden rings, like all 3, and then the sky drops, which aren't generally that difficult to find. So I'm gonna accept that quest. We're gonna carry on, and we're gonna ding the pearl and see where we go. Verdant Glen, new land awakened. Okay, smooth. Right, so that unlocked the main, well, the first main area, I would guess. Climb to the top of the mountain. Right, let's see how I get distracted along the way. Yeah, see, there's my first distraction, because I'm a huge fan of the logic grids. I don't particularly like these, and a part of me is thinking I'm going to skip this because I want to solve sky drops and hidden objects first. Because I know there are things that tell you to do like floor panel puzzles and wall panel puzzles. So let's see. So 3. Yeah, there we go. Grid difficulty. So it's a hard one. Right. Okay. no squarey things. And all light regions have area 5, which means this, of course, can't be a light region. So that has to be a light region, and that has to be a light region. They've definitely stepped up the trickiness. These could all be light. Okay, well, if not all of these are light, then they all have to be dark, and then we would violate rule 1. So all of this has to be light. Okay. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would satisfy all the rules if we just did this. Ha! Ha! Like to say, there's no need to guess. Guessing is never required. The rules tell you exactly what you need to do. Okay, let's do a quick hidden ring thing. I don't have my wings yet. Let's... reached it. Great. Ooh. Try and solve all the hidden object challenges while I'm here. Ooh, there's another one. Because personally, I'm not a huge fan of hidden object games. I used to love them when I was a kid, but I feel now they're a bit boring unless it's in the context of like some cool book with ridiculously detailed illustrations and like lift the flap kind of stuff. Something that makes it really cool. Ooh, I leveled up. But just walking around and clicking on objects that are hidden is not the most engaging activity in my life at the moment. But as always, it's like a personal preference thing. I mean, hidden object games wouldn't be a thing if nobody liked them, because then no developer would make them. Some people like it. Hey Phelps, 30 hertz. You're a spam bot. What you doing on my channel, spam bot? You're telling me cheap viewers on redacted. Why don't you take your spam botitude and go spam someone else? Nobody reacts to you. Part of me kind of hopes that the fact that he popped a message into chat is going to be favorable in the algorithm. But maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, we're heading up the mountain. Because I want the wings. I want to be able to glide. It's one of the things I like about the game. It's like when you're on in one of those enclaves and you can like hop off the side, glide, float around, look for hidden objects. It's just it's very relaxing. Why is there a tiny skydrop thing here? Oh, that... Do you think there's like a skydrop view thing from all the way up there somehow? Because why else would this one be here? That is weird. Okay, lore time. The Aurora have calmed the unrest in the sky for now, and I hope that you will walk in my garden. The path is challenging but essential to our purpose. Right. Internet, you weren't here when I started the stream. Like, I absolutely adore this game, but I do find the lore to be a little bit middle. So I tend to make fun of it. But the purpose is not to offend anyone or to make anyone angry. I don't see the purpose of having the lore in it. Kind of explains the pretty buildings and stuff though, so I guess I'm wrong in a certain sense. It's a little too ethereally written for me. So, but it's personal taste, so who am I to judge? Yeah, see, I also didn't find the lore very interesting. Like with Talos Principle, I found the lore interesting because it made you wonder about what it is to be human. Like, what is a person? What is life? What is the purpose of it all? Whereas with this, they're kind of like, we're great ghosts, we're gods, we created a world, and then the edge of the universe shattered, and then we had to kind of create you as an emergency protocol, and now you have to take over and solve puzzles to make the world work, I guess. I don't know. It's not super great. The game is much better than the lore in this case. Okay, use foresight to tell me. Your progress is correct. Now look at this tile. I'm looking at the tile. Now, if I look at that tile, if I make it white, it's going to cut everything, all the black tiles on the right, off. There's a video by one of the puzzle creators online. It even shows some stuff of what they wanted to do but changed. Well, like, I'm fairly new to Twitch, so I don't know like whether you'll get moderated or whether the mod bots will swear at you. But if you've got a YouTube link or something to that, please drop it in the chat. I would love to actually go and see it. Love stuff like that. Yes, this has to be a black tile. Why is it not? See, there we go. Now I made it white because it didn't let me click with the left click, and it showed me I was wrong. See, I knew it. I knew it. Okay, so this has to be white. So this one has to escape. And then the only way it can get to the left is through here. So that if this is black, just wondering if this is black, then this has to be white, but then the black can go across the top. Let's see, does my logic seems sound? Right, so this has to be white, and then black needs to escape through here. Now we're dealing with a bit of a situation, because here's black and it has to escape here. It's got no choice, which means that has to be white. This has to be white. So we got black needing to escape like that and like that. And there's no specific rules about white forming big squares, so I'm just going to color everything else white now. Boom! That worked. Excellent. Touch the pearl. Puzzle to be awakened, logic grids. Okay. I'm happy with that. The Empyrean Journey. Is this the one where I get my wings? I hope it's the one. Yeah, I think this is the one I get my wings. Space to jump. You told me this already. I'm doing it for hours. Or an hour. Okay, cool. So we're good. This one has to escape, but it can only be 2, 3, 4, and done. Hoppity doo. Oh, it's. Oh man, that sucks. It's actually. It's redacting you. I don't know how Twitch works. How do I get that? Because it's not even going like, oh, this was auto modded and I can let it through now. Let me check chat settings quickly. Show moderation actions, chat appearance. Oh, I'm so sorry, man. Because I really want to see it. Oh, you can see it. Like, it's just giving me little. Let me do a double check, because I'm checking it on OBS right now. I want to just quickly hop onto actual Twitch chat. No, it's not. Come on, Twitch. You can't be such a douchebag about this. No laws are being broken. You got somebody trying to share something cool. I think. Okay, I'll see if I can think of something. I'm still very new to all of this though, so not quite sure how to circumvent this particular problem. But you are more than welcome to just drop us whatever search terms in YouTube will get us to that particular video. I think it would be wildly interesting to see. I really want to. Okay, so that's the number 1. So that's a 2. So we've got to cut that one off. That's a oh well. They're basically just giving us the answer here, aren't they? So sad that it's blocking stuff. I'm gonna go check my moderation settings a bit later. I'm not going to do it now because I can only imagine how boring it's going to be staring at the screen while you hear me swearing in the background. So a bit later I'm going to check it, and then maybe at a later stage, if you do happen to pop into another one of my streams, please remember to post it. I pushed the wrong button there. There we go. Left click. Boop. Okay, and we got the rings. Okay, sky drops all round. Oh, and there's the. I remember there was a hidden ring over there. Righty ho! Oh, another hidden ring. Well, in the end, for these hidden object puzzles, I think I've picked it at a fairly good time. There we are. Okay, so you're a 2, you're a 4, but you're not allowed to touch each other, of course. So it has to be like this. Yes, separate different areas. Exactly what I did. Yeah, so internet. I'm not sure if it's your kind of thing. But one of my little delights in life is on a Sunday afternoon. Well, I don't know where you're from. Maybe it's not afternoon for you. On a Sunday afternoon for me, I do what's called the Sunday drive. I kicked it off last week. Like I said, very new. I just play Euro Truck Simulator. Just drive a truck. Very chilled. People who dropped in seem to enjoy it. Of course, like I say, if it's not your bag, no sweat. But you are hereby cordially invited to the Sunday drive. With like a steering wheel and pedals and everything for it. Right, wait, freaking click the wrong button. Again. Right, okay, so don't make that. Okay, so these all have to be separated, right? Can't have 4 of them in a row. 16. That one's going to be maybe a slightly tough one. Okay, because at this point these have to escape. Now, oh, okay, I see how this is going to go, because we've forced it here to escape, but it can't go there because it can't be 4 in a row like that. So it has to be 1, 2, 3, 4. But we got to split it from there. For your vertebrae operation, your Sunday drive was on 2 wheels BMW. Oh, smooth. Very cool. So you had like vertebrae operation. You're going to have to explain what that R1200 GS is. Is that like a specific kind of BMW vehicle? Okay, because two wheels tells me. Look, I'm trying to just like get to grips with. So you had a vertebrae operation, which is, I mean, that is hardcore. That is like, you're talking to me, so that's great. So two wheels, that's got to be a motorbike. A BMW motorbike R1200. Is that like a 1200 cc motorbike? Because that is a monster. 1200. That means it's a motorbike. Good lord, your motorbike has a bigger engine. Well, okay, you said before, so, but that is a motorbike with a bigger engine than my car. My word. So from a vertebra perspective, like if you had an operation to fix vertebrae, which is like back and neck stuff, does that now prevent you from riding your really cool sounding BMW motorcycle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I love motorcycles. I don't have one. I had one when I was much younger, like high school, like just a rickety old 50cc Yamaha thing that I rode to school and back. But it's so cool feeling the wind in the hair and stuff. So that's the smaller version of the one that most use if they want to circle the world. Dude, if you want to circle the world on a motorcycle, you've got to have a monster of a motorcycle. And you had like the slightly smaller version of it. My word. Big respects. Big respects. That is flipping awesome. Oh wait, no, I broke a rule. Oh, so you can't really ride anymore. Second time you had vertebral operation. Oh man, that sucks. And especially like, I mean, to me from here it sounds like you really liked those motorcycle rides, and now this thing happened. You can't do it anymore. That's really... Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. That really sucks. Neck region. Oof. Yeah, because neck is like, that is tender area. That is like, you don't want to mess with that, because if that stops working, it switches off the entire bottom part of your body. That's like, something goes wrong there, everything from the neck down stops working. So I would also say, like, play it safe. But that sucks, man. Very sorry to hear that. So when you did have your Sunday drives with your amazing sounding motorcycle, was it like one of those? Because like, I've never done it, but you hear these stories about people, they've got their like cool motorcycles and they get up like early on a Sunday morning, and they hop on their bikes and they out of the city and they go to these like rural areas where they go for breakfast at these really cool little restaurants that nobody ever goes to. Well, I say nobody ever goes. Obviously, people go there because they exist, but they're these little-known restaurants out in the middle of seemingly nowhere. So that kind of adventurous life always sounded really cool. Ooh. We're heading for Trixie territory on this one. So that's a 3 sorted out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That sorts this one out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That sorts that one out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That sorts that one out. That wasn't so bad. should I make a jump for this? Let's make a jump for this. It's not like you can fall off the map and die. You just fall off the map and respawn. I'm back. Better than ever. Right. Solve some more puzzles. Okay, can't be there. Has to be there. So we've got to split the... Okay, so that can't be it. So that has to be there. Okay, I see how they're leading me. Small town, 40k. So I was like 5 min max. And then the rural area, driving is a nice place. So a good cafe was often on the way. Oh, that sounds great. Sounds very idyllic to me. The area I live in now, like I'm actually like in the suburban parts of a big city. But the specific neighborhood that I've moved to, like I was joking about it the other day. Like I'm not a small town kind of person. I've had my taste of living in a small town, but I find it very frustrating having a lot of the conveniences of city life being inaccessible to me. I'm a creature of comfort. If I die and I come back, I'll be a cat. But the neighborhood I live in now has like a small town kind of vibe to it, while still being part of the suburban area of a big city. So I get the best of both worlds right now. I've got the small town vibe with all the convenience of big city life. Like there's one of the grocery shops that's close by. I walk in there and people greet me. They ask me how it's going with the kids, like who's busy with what. The local liquor store. Like I walk in there and they've already got my wine and my beer waiting for me at the counter. They fetched it when they saw me pulling in with my car, and I think that is like it's cool. It's nice. It's got like a bit of a warm fuzzy feel to it, because you feel noticed. You feel like people go like, yeah, they acknowledge your existence. They know what you're there for. They know who you are. They know what you like. But yeah, like I said, I don't think I'm cut out for typical small town life. I've had my taste of it. And yeah, it's definitely got its charms. And those charms are exactly what I appreciate from where I live now. But there are conveniences from city life that I just miss a little too dearly. So this one, yeah, because it can't go there because it would attach, so it's got to be like this. There we go. Okay, solved it. Now, internet, you are under no obligation to answer this, but I am curious, so I'm going to ask anyway. It's like, what region of the world are you from? Like Europe, or America, Australia, Africa? It's general concept, if you want. If you don't want, that's fine too. Okay, 3. So... Okay, so let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, which means we have to cut off there. This one is going to be like that and that. No, man, wrong button. Oh, so it's not that. Germany, nice. It's one of the countries in the world that I would like to think that I'd be able to see before I lay my head down finally one day. So 5 convenience stores, multiple bakeries, butchers, and decent sized electronics store. Well, that's pretty decent. Yeah, that is not bad. Over here where I live, I think we kind of like fell out of the whole butcheries and bakeries kind of mindset. We have like, you go to one store and you're expected, or like you go in expecting to find everything you need in one store. Like all my meat, my bread, all the canned goods, everything that I want. Like that's what I was talking about like me being very big city life kind of person. Like I want to go to one store and find everything that I need in one store. And I do realize that is not necessarily the best way to do things, because if you break it up and you go like, okay, cool, I've got my bakeries, I've got my butcheries, I've got my convenience stores, you can actually you can get better quality at a better price, because if you've got a butchery, they're focused on meat. They're not bogged down with all of the slog of all the other stuff. So you can get high quality meat at a good price. Whereas for me, like I got into the habit of like, I'm going into the shop, I need to buy like toilet paper, meat, milk and bread, and I want to walk into one store and get it. So probably not the greatest mindset in the world, but that's where I am right now. Big city, like, so the next biggest city is like 20-minute drive, and the real big city is 45. That's one of the weird things where I live, because the big city I live in is actually very close to another big city. So it's like a 45-minute drive for me to get from the big city I live to the next big city over. But after that, we're talking a couple of hours before you hit the next big one. Because over here we got like two big cities right next to each other, and there's no actual break in between. Like it's all developed between them. So it feels like it's one big city, but they're actually two different cities, just with areas that have been developed in between. And yeah, very close together. And I'm saying 45 minutes, but that is on a weekend when there's no traffic. Because I used to live in kind of the outskirts of one of the cities and work in the outskirts of the other city. Normally, that would be like a 15 to 20 minute drive. But just because of traffic, because like the highway between these two cities was so congested all the time, because of traffic, it was on average like an hour to an hour and a half commute just to get to the office every day. Luckily, I'm not in that situation anymore. But I did find it quite interesting that you get so used to it. Sitting in traffic all day. Got to me at first, but then I got used to it, and it just becomes part of your daily routine. There you go, got the 5, 3, 4, can't be there, must be there. Block it off. Okay, must be there. Okay, got it. I've actually got family who recently went to Germany on, like, there's a cruise boat that goes, I think, down the Rhine River. I think it's called the Rheinfahrt. Yes, it sounds funny when we're talking about English now, because it sounds like fart. It's like, Rheinfahrt. But yeah, like fart in this sense, like it's actually like a more Dutch word meaning voyage, and apparently it was amazing, like going down the Rhine River on this cruise ship boat thing, stopping off at multiple towns along the way. They sent lots of pictures back to make me jealous. Oh, jealousy definitely kicked in. Something I'd like to do one day as well. It looks like a treat, like completely. Oh, you're close to the Rhine River. Very cool. Now, like some of the pictures that they sent were like these vineyards up against these steep hills next to the river with these castles built there, and I'm like, my goodness, these things were built hundreds and hundreds of years ago by people who didn't have bulldozers and all sorts of stuff. It must have taken some doing, and it's so far out for me, completely different to the kind of architecture and stuff I'm used to seeing. Okay, well, like, yes, Now I'm kind of even more going like, yeah, if you had a nice motorcycle meeting spot out there, just based on the photos I saw, that had to be spectacular. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button again. Yeah, it's cool to see like how other cultures did things, and like the sort of the artifacts that they left behind. And I don't know, it's like I always find something magical about it. It's so different, something completely out of your own comfort zone. Hey, don't overload areas. Yes, that's what I've been doing. Just 1 second. I just want to check. I'm still trying to figure out how to really keep an eye on what's happening with followers and stuff. Well, not followers, like just generally with chat and viewers and such. Like with you made it nice and easy for me, which I greatly appreciate, because you came in and you said hi, so I knew there was someone there. Because in OBS it goes like someone just sent a chat message. But it's always nice to know if somebody's just lurking, because then you can just kind of shout out a quick hi to them, and if they don't feel like chatting, that's fine too. But at least you can acknowledge their contribution. And with this is this is Twitch, so like you want people watching. So if somebody drops by and they watch and they don't feel like chatting, then yeah, don't feel like chatting. But realize that for those of us who stream, we appreciate you hanging out with us. And it's always great when there's somebody who's doing a bit of a chat, because I think this whole Twitch magic happens between people. It's a people thing. So having people chatting and reacting to each other, that's what it's all about. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. Well, I was moving upwards here. Yeah, luckily, like on a Friday night, I'm not expecting a hell of a lot of watchers, because everybody's watching the proper streamers out there. They've worked long and hard to get their viewership, and they deserve it. One day, a couple of years from now, maybe I'll be in that position. But since I only started streaming like maybe 2 weeks ago, yeah, I still got a bit of a walk before I get there. But at the end, mainly I'm just doing this because it's fun. I've come to realize there's a kind of a therapeutic element to playing a game and just talking about what you're doing. I'm a huge fan of the Souls-like games, and they can be immensely frustrating. But having the chance to kind of like voice those frustrations when things go wrong, I found it very therapeutic. It just kind of like, it's got this calming effect, which is always great. Because I'm generally quite a chilled person, and I would love a world where everybody's just nice and chilled, and everybody lets everybody else do their own thing, and without freaking out and going crazy over it. So having the chance to talk about what I'm doing and like talk through the frustrations of playing a game, which we're playing games to try and relax, and if you're playing a game and it's frustrating you, it's kind of counterintuitive. So having that chance to just yammer about it and vent a little bit, I don't know, kind of brings the circle back down to what it's supposed to be. And then of course it's nice when you're streaming and you've got nice people dropping in chat and just shooting the shit, talking about whatever. It's nice. I think we all need a bit of an escape from everyday life, and I think Twitch does a pretty marvelous job of opening the door for that. I kind of forgot about rule 1 here, so I think I did stuff wrong. I've got a feeling there was some guesswork sections going on here. Oops, wrong button. But oh well. We'll carry on and see how this plays out. So according to me that can't be. I could kind of try to force this 4. I'm just scared I'm going to end up with... Wait, if I do this... 3, 4, 5... This might actually... Oh, no, there's... No, it's not a problem. Ooh, I surprised myself there. There we go. Nice. That worked out fairly well. Yeah, so tomorrow I don't have anything specific scheduled. I've actually got, like, it's Saturday, but I've got a lot of work that I still need to get through. But I'll probably end up streaming something through the day. Probably like late morning and then same kind of time tomorrow night. I don't know what it's going to be yet though. So if you want to, feel free to drop by and see if it interests you. If it doesn't, that's cool. If it does, that's also cool. Right. I think we're doing fairly well. And then on Sunday afternoon we'll do the Sunday drive, to which you are officially invited. Internet. I just read like my bum there. Internet one. You are invited to the Sunday drive should you choose to, and then I think on Sunday night I may end up going further with my Ultra Kill stream, and I'm so terrible at that game because I'm old and slow, and the only reason I did it was really because my kid was sort of begging me to do it all of last weekend, and then it ended up being quite popular. It was probably the most popular stream I ever did so far. So I may pick that one up again. I did end up having a lot of fun as well. It's nice stepping out of my comfort zone every once in a while and play something that's faster than I'm used to, and something that I blatantly know I'm going to be bad at going in, and then just doing it and having fun. Oops, wrong button. Had a bunch of young cool people on the channel telling me where secrets were and like how not to die. Well done, Seeker. I sense things. Now I give you the flame that burns within. I got me wings. Time to spread your wings and take flight. Take flight. Great. Okay. Got me wings. Got to see how to get to the top of things, yeah? Yeah, I believe... Oops, overshot. I believe things like Twitch have created a very interesting world where value is now really being created from nothing. Because somewhere in the world, a bunch of fine folks put together a game, and they sold that game, and that's the initial string of value that came from it. And then you have freeloaders like me coming along going like, "Ooh, I like this game, and it costs me nothing to do Twitch streaming. There's nothing that I've got to lose in this entire situation. And now I can sit here and play their game, and people can watch me, and if people like it, they follow. And I've added value to their lives using somebody else's, two people's product." Oh, you see, you missed Ash's AMA. It's already into 3.5 hours. Okay, so they've got an Ask Me Anything that's been running for 3.5 hours. Well, internet, if like this is something that you're very interested in, I'm not going to be angry if you want to duck out and go and watch that AMA. You are more than welcome to. I'm super gonna go have to check that out myself. It sounds like it might be very interesting. But yeah, like I said earlier, not your mother. You do what you want. Can't tell you how to live your life. And even if I could tell you how to live your life, I would kind of just want you to make your own way in the world, because that's how things work. Oh, my mouse wheel went crazy. Hang on a sec. Technical difficulties. Be with you shortly. Okay, watch it from the beginning when it's finished. Yeah, it seems you might be a little bit like me. You don't like dropping into things halfway that much. You'd rather just go like, okay, I didn't see it live, I'll just go watch the recording once it's all done. I can definitely appreciate that sentiment. Okay, so all of the black tiles must be connected. Now, this one could be white, because these two can still connect around the back. Good info for Ashes. I recommend YouTube Lazy Peon. Here's some really good. Okay, cool. Lazy Peon. I need a notebook. I need to just write. Wait, hang on. If it's in chat, I should be able to access it later and just. Okay, but then I'm gonna have to scroll back through stuff. So I'm gonna actually just do the responsible thing. And shit knuckles, my pen has gone missing. Okay, notepad. That's what notepad is for. Let's see, notepad. Lazy Peon, you say? Okay, I'm gonna go check that out. Awesome, thank you. On with the puzzle. So 4, 3. Okay, not gonna lie, this one is a bit tricky. The only obvious thing I can do is this. Where do we go from here? Because I can. Like if I color this one white, it feels like a guess to me. That is not a certainty. So I'm fully open to suggestion. If we were to go down here, okay, so we know that these can't both be white. One has to be white and one has to be black. But that doesn't help me. Oh, so if I like Souls-likes, I must keep an eye on Black Myth Wukong. I saw like Steam has been pushing it to the top of the like sort of advertising store page for a while now. And for me personally, I like some of the mythology of like the Eastern cultures, like the Japanese mysticism kind of stuff is cool, but like the whole Wukong legend has never been something that's been super fascinating to me. But if they went and they did a Souls-like with it and kind of reimagined it, then I think I'll probably enjoy it. I've seen it a lot, and I've seen people hyping it up quite a bit. But I'm a bit trepidatious of the hype train these days. The hype train is derailed far too often. So I'll keep an eye on it, most definitely. To be honest, like I didn't look into it enough to know that it's even a Souls like. So I'll keep my peepers on it. Um, but I'm gonna wait until the reviews start coming out, until people play it and start telling me what they like and don't like about it. For me, always like with Steam reviews, because it's always like a positive and a negative kind of situation. It's like a polarized review system. I like to go in, and if there's a game that seems interesting to me, what I do is I go to the reviews and I filter it to only look at the negative reviews. Because I mean, positive reviews like, oh, I love this game, it's so cool game, 10 out of 10. That's what positive reviews normally look like. I look at negative reviews and I look at what people didn't like about the game. And then I ask myself, am I okay with what they didn't like about the game? And very often, there's a situation where the exact reason why they didn't like a game is the reason why I do like the game. So yes, I generally wait for reviews. I've burnt myself a couple of times with pre-orders. But it's, yeah, I don't know. It sounds cool. It like if because the whole Wukong legend, the whole Journey to the West thing, it's nifty. Not exactly my bag, but if it's a Souls like, maybe that makes it my bag. All right, I'm guessing my way through this now. I'm gonna actually use a hint. So I'm gonna hint. So you tell me this. Crab nuts. Alright, so if this one, this doesn't really, wait, I think this has to be black. So you have something similar with Amazon reviews. If the graph is, it's good. If it okay, I don't know Amazon reviews, but I'll believe you. It's just like you go with these basic guidelines, and that if that's what helps you, then awesome. Okay, let's think about this. If this is white, so if this one is white, it means this one has to be black. And this one has to be black, because it means the 3 and the 4 have to be disconnected from each other. Oh, this is next level thinking. I can feel my brain starting to itch. Okay. So this is white. Both of those have to be black. So this one has to be white. Then for this one to be 3, this one would have to be white, which would then invalidate that. So this one cannot be white. Otherwise, eventually, these will be wrong. Oh my word. Okay, great. So this has to be black. No choice. Wow. So let's just go. Okay, we'll do. Oh, not sure. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So if this is white, these would have to be black. I'm trying to follow that same train of thought, but I don't think my brain is capable of that right now. Let's check another hint. Okay, so look at this tile. Let's look at this tile. What does this tile tell us? If this one is black, then it means this one has to be white, and these two have to be black. Then these black are connected, which is fine. Yeah, brain cramp kicking in. I'm gonna just leave this one for now. I think 4 little green dots is a bit beyond my capability right now. We're gonna come back to this. Yeah, there's like 2 dots. We're gonna just do something a bit easier. I need to score a win after the week I've had. Oh wait, it's already done. I need to fly. That's what I need to do. And woohoo! Oh, crap in a hat. And woohoo! Okay, I'm gonna stop chasing the... Okay, I can always come back here. Let me see if I can just catch this. Oh, you are such a little piece of shit. Did I just miss a hidden ring? There we go. Okay. Got the Wandering Echo at least. Got myself a fractal cube. Delicious. Ooh. Unlocked. Linked puzzles. Logic grids with area numbers. Okay. Lower time. The ancient energy of the Mirabilis is more vital than you could imagine. For the fracture will not remain silent forever. Okay. So I'm guessing I'll need the Mirabilis to stop that. Ooh. That was bright. Okay. And bomb dive. Bomb dive. Here we go. Got it. This is... No, this is going to take me somewhere else. Shit, where did I just come from? This is First Echoes. Verdant Glen. Wait, this is where I was. I need to go here. Okay, so north, northeast. We're solving puzzles as we go. Okay, 1. No man, wrong button. Right off the bat. Let's isolate all the 1s and then we'll move on to the 2s. Try and get them sorted. Cool. Here we go. Wasn't so bad. Is this the way to where I was? Hey, Dan! Yeah, well, yeah, so far I'm like, I was just in for a big chill tonight. It's been a hell of a week, so I decided to just kick it with some puzzle games, and ended up playing Islands of Insight. I was so disappointed in DBD the other night when I was like, I hopped in, I tried to watch your stream, and you were doing so phenomenally awesome, and then right at the end you had that stupid disconnect. Like, I was screaming so hard in dismay. I was scared I was going to wake my family up. Such a bad situation. So unfair when that happens. Because you had such a good run, and then it just went like boom. You don't get to win anymore. So unfair. 3 times that day. Are you kidding me? Yeah, like, I mean, like, once is bad enough, but like having to go through that 3 times? No, dude, that is bollocks. That sucks, man. I need to find the good ring spot. There we go. No, but it looks like, because I saw you were also playing on controller. only when you were winning it would disconnect. Oh my word! Like back in the day when I was playing a lot of DBD, like it's weird because I had similar experiences. I'm mostly a survivor. Well, used to be. I haven't played DBD in a long time, but I used to be a survival player. And when things were going well, that's when there would be a wobbly and the server would kick you off. When the killer was having his way with everybody, that game just would not disconnect. It would carry on. Everyone would be dead. But the moment you're like, you've got that last generator on like 90%, and then the servers are like, nope, sir, we are in favor of the killer. Like you got redacted there, but something's being a conspiracy theorist. I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist myself, so I need to work on my like auto mod stuff in Twitch. But I'm still trying to figure out how to do all of this. Oh, not being. Nobody's ever a conspiracy theorist except me, but you know. No, but awesome, and thanks for hopping into the channel and dropping that follow and everything. It's always, I mean, like you're a streamer yourself, you know how we appreciate that kind of stuff. Because we have fun playing games, but it's fun when we've got people chatting and when we've got people watching and all of this stuff. It's just it's a whole different ball game. I mean, like I only started streaming like 2 weeks ago, and it's different from just playing games by yourself. Whole different things. Yeah, and I mean, like, yeah, I agree, and that's why I'm also supporting Roar's channel is because she's got this whole like, yeah, let's all support each other, let's help each other to the top. And I mean, like, it is probably one of the most positive things I've seen on the internet, and I've been around for a while. Like I've been around since before the dawn of what we call the internet these days. And what Roar's managed to build somehow is just this positive, supportive network of people. I don't know, it's beautiful. She dropped into one of my streams the other day, and I told her like how I admire what she's managed to build, and she told me like it's just that's what she puts out, and it keeps coming back. So whether you believe in all that metaphysical mumbo jumbo or not, there's some things happening. You can't really deny that. How do I get back to where I was? Maybe I should just move forward. You beta tested on Xbox Live. Okay, if you say so. I didn't beta test. Have you ever heard of a game called Darwinia? Because that's the game I beta tested. If we want to talk about age. Oh, I have a ghost to chase. Piss off, ghost! Where'd he go? Okay. Yeah, internet, these are also some of the puzzles that I'm not super fond of in the game, just having to run after a thing. But, you know, it's in there. It's in there, so I'll do it. Developers worked on it, and they deserve to have their content explored. But yeah, back in the day, I can't even remember when it was. Somewhere like in the sort of mid 2000s. I was a beta tester for Darwinia. Because you don't know Darwinia, you're serious. Microsoft. Okay, so Microsoft gave you 2 games and a headset. You can still find them. They sell for $150 with the case. Oh wow, okay. That's pretty nuts. That is pretty nuts. I mean, by the time I bought, like, because the original Xbox wasn't available in South Africa where I live. We only got the Xbox 360, and by that time, generally, um, all of the internet issues and like Xbox Live and stuff was fairly sorted. But yeah, I was definitely in the young adult range at that point. Um, okay, let's do this. We're gonna do some puzzles here. Okay, so I must not make that pattern. Okay, so let's not make that pattern. Now, there's nothing that says everything must be connected, so I'm gonna actually put two like. Oh, okay, cool. I see where I went wrong because I was thinking about this wrong. I must go. These are four black ones in a row. This one can't be black. This one can't be black. This one can't be black, and this one can't be black. Gotcha. Halo was supposed to be an Xbox Live game, but it never got online. So we found a workaround and played with an app on PCs called Games. Wasn't it like there was a website called GameSpy with like cheats and walkthroughs and all sorts of stuff. What did they have like? So is this GameSpy that you're talking about the same as the website, or was there like a different GameSpy? Crazy. Absolutely nuts. Okay, still got to keep the black tiles connected. Sorry, I'm gonna check chat shortly. Just trying to make my way through this puzzle tower here. Oh, so okay, so GameSpy had Halo servers. Okay. Look, I'm gonna admit something from my past that might be, oopsie, hang on, problem, might be frowned upon. But out here where we live, many games that, because like I'm making a I'm making assumptions here because I was in your stream very like for a little while before you got those disconnects, but it did sound to me like you're from America, so you guys have traditionally always been a couple of steps ahead of us. So you also had games available to you that we never had officially. We had them available, but unofficially. And by unofficially, I mean we had to get pirate copies of them because the internet was not a thing. You didn't buy games online back in those days. You went to a shop and you bought them and you brought them home and you had the disc and you installed them and that's how you played them. So we unfortunately had to resort, that's the word, to piracy for a lot of the games. But the one thing that I will always stand by is that all of us, we would go like, okay, cool, we got this pirate copy of a game. If we ever have the chance, like if we play it and we like it, if we have the chance, we will buy it. And in my group of friends, we stuck to that throughout the years. There was a game called Gothic, which, like, I mean, Gothic got very big throughout the world, but the first Gothic game was not released in South Africa. We managed to get our hands on a pirate copy of Gothic, and we played it and we loved it. And round about that time was when the internet pretty much became a viable option for us as well. So on forums and stuff, I mean, I'm talking like old school forums, people from South Africa would be ranting about how amazing Gothic was. And you know what that actually led to? When Gothic 2 was released, it shipped to South Africa. We could walk into a store and buy the boxed copy of Gothic 2. And you know what happened? All of us went and we bought and loved Gothic 2. You sailed the seas yourself, you say. Nice. Yeah, I think to this day, most of us still kind of like when it comes to piracy. Like I come from a generation where demos were a thing. Like we always wanted to have demos because we wanted to see whether we would like a game before we bought it. I mean, to me that just seems like a logical choice. Um, but demos kind of died down somewhere along the way. It seems to be coming back now on Steam. Um, but I know lots of people who are like I'll download a pirate version of a game and I'm going to use it as a demo, and if I like it, I'm going to go on Steam and I'm going to buy it. But because of like different economies and stuff, games have become very expensive. So for us, like buying a game is not something you just do on a whim, because the price of a game is pretty much the same amount of money that you could probably use to feed your family for like 3 or 4 days. So it's like I'll see if I can get a pirate version of it. If I don't like it, I'm not going to keep playing the pirate version. If I don't like it, I'm going to delete it and I'm going to say it's not for me. If I do like it, I'm going to go onto Steam and I'll buy it once I've saved up the money. And that's why I'm very happy to see this whole demo thing actually coming back in, like the demo community and like the demo methodology. Because now you can download a demo, you can see if you like it, and you can decide whether you want to buy it, which is what happened with this game. But incidentally, I got lucky because I played the demo, and as I got to the point where I'd seen everything the demo had to give, the game actually had a 100% discount for 24 hours. So insanely lucky on that one. A subscription to every magazine that sent demos. I didn't have the money for that kind of thing, but anybody that I knew that got those magazines that came with those demo DVDs, I would beg and beg and beg to borrow those DVDs. I would play those demos to death. So Game Pass, more or less $70 for a game. Yeah. Yeah, we also used to rotate those demo discs. They they ended up being so scratched, and then whoever actually owned it was always pissed off, but everybody in the borrow chain was smiling. What is this? Oh, it's just a vine. Game Pass is $17 a month here now. Is Game Pass that like the Xbox? No, what's this? Okay, remind me. I'm old. What's Game Pass again? Because I was thinking of like games for Windows Live, which I was subscribed to for a short while. What is Game Pass again? Ultimate Xbox. Okay. I called out to the whispers, and one heard me. I felt the presence of an ancient wisdom. There, amid the chorus of voices, she said my name. I was not aware that I had one. It's always nice to find out you've got a name. Xbox Live and access to over 100. Okay, cool. So it's that. Okay, gotcha. So, yeah, I actually forgot that Xbox had the whole thing where you had to subscribe in order to actually play multiplayer at all. Not exactly something I was a very big fan of, but you know, Microsoft's in it to make money, not to make us happy at the end of the day. Day one games. Okay, so what? Like, they debut on Game Pass for free. So if you subscribe to Game Pass, you can play these day one games for free. And I'm guessing these are like super like new release kind of stuff. Okay, so like new AAA stuff. Yeah, there's like a level of manipulation that goes on there that I'm not, like, personally I'm not a fan of it, but it is a very valid business model, and it very closely ties into this tendency of games now having seasons. Um, I mean, it's all exciting, and like it's these limited time things where you can, oh shit, it's a maze. Um, you can get these limited rewards by participating in these limited seasons, but it's a bit manipulative at the end of the day, because it's because of that word limited. It's like, oh, you want this stuff, okay, then you have to play our game now. It doesn't matter if you're tired of our game, you have to play it because you want this stuff. Of course, we as players can at any point just go, okay, well, I'm not going to play your game because I'm not interested in this stuff, but very few of us do. Without awareness, the known is just avoid. I'm just going to click through this. The law is not super interesting in this, I'm sorry. But yeah, like, I'm not a huge fan of this whole, like, oh, we're on season 13 of this game now and play it now to get the reward. I kind of, like, I've got a massive Steam library and lots of games that I haven't touched. They're games I buy because I think the idea is cool, and I go like, okay, at some point I'm going to go back and I'm going to play these things. And having, like, just the thought of having seasons in my Steam library really puts me on edge, because now I'm losing, like, I bought a game and I'm losing value because the developers are trying to manipulate me into playing it. But okay, I'm bitching now, so let me stop bitching. First Ascendant. But isn't First Ascendant free on Steam as well? Or am I missing something? Like, Steam's got First Ascendant listed as a free-to-play game, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, fair enough. There we go. Pattern recognition. But no, like, I was subscribed to Games for Windows Live for a while, and I remember, what's that game? It's the Honey I Shrunk the Kids version of The Forest. It's like the survival game where everybody's tiny and you're like riding ants and stuff. Grounded. Yes, yeah, there we go. You and I hit it at the same spot there. Grounded. And like, I played Grounded, loved Grounded, because I could play it for free on Games for Windows Live. So like, I kind of get what the whole thing is about. They toss these free games at you, and you just have to keep paying every month. And at the end of the day, for most people, it ends up being more economic that way. Like, it's more affordable. So that's, oh shit, wrong button. That's pretty cool. What color? That one's black. Internet, I have no idea if you're still around, but if you are, you're more than welcome to point out where I'm going wrong with these puzzles. Yeah, we played Grounded multiplayer on just a few occasions, but it was immense fun. I considered buying it on Steam. It was very cheap, and then, like, I was like, okay, cool, I'll wait for the final release. And then the final release came out, and they pumped the price like nobody's business, so I ended up not buying it. It's still on my wish list though, so like one day I'll buy it, because it's actually a very good game. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I get lost in glass mazes. You actually beat Grounded. Holy shit. Gets hard at the end. Dude, giant spiders, man. Giant spiders. Like, it took me a lot of cognitive override to fight those giant spiders. I think the way I did it in the end was, like, I'm talking like, this is like early game, like some of the first spiders that you encounter. The only way I could actually fight them was to get to one of those, little weird encampments that you find in the game. and then you lure the spider there, and you could stand inside the building. The spider couldn't get to you, but you could stab it with a spear. So I would just cheese the hell out of those spiders, and I would be covered in goosebumps because I do not get along with arachnids. But of course, I'm the kind of stupid that wouldn't switch on arachnophobia mode because that's not how the developers intended the game to be played. That's a me problem. Fuck, where are the walls? I'm lost in a glass maze because I can see too much. Okay, jump. Jumpy jump. There we go. Whew. Right. Bees and fire ants. Oh no. Like my brother would have an issue with the bees. Like I've got arachnophobia. He's got bee and waspophobia. Like anything that's got a stinger, or just anything that looks like it might have a stinger, and it's got wings. Oh my word. No, he just has a mini heart attack right there. Okay, so there's a puzzle that wants me to solve it, but I don't know how to get to it. This is nasty. Can't break the glass. Ugh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have a sip of wine and carry on. You hate getting stuck. Oh, you grew up on a farm, so you battled many wasps. No, I've pretty much been a city kid all my life. No, I'm a city old dude. I did get stung by a wasp once in my life. I got stung by bees very often, like, you know, playing outside and whatnot. You run around, step on a bee, and the usual. But only once by, like, okay, because I also even I don't know like what a wasp really is. Like, we've got our own words for things here in South Africa, but it's, you know, it's like it's a thing that stings you and doesn't die. And I remember, like, I was very, very tiny. I was like a tiny kid, and I was sitting in front of the radio listening to like my little kid stories on tape that my mom had put on for me to keep me out of trouble. And I felt something landing on my leg, and I thought it was a fly, and I smacked it, and I just kind of like rolled it along my leg, and it was basically a wasp, and this thing just started stinging me, and it kept on stinging as I rolled it across my leg. So needless to say, I screamed like crazy. But that was the only time I ever got stung by one. But yeah, lots of bee stings, which is how I know that bee stings don't kill me. I got no allergies to that. Didn't die from the wasp either, so no problems there. So not huge allergies going on in me. Lucky, because I love nuts. I love it. Like, I'm jumping topics now. It's all simple logical steps going from bees to nuts, because, you know, common link here is allergies. Love nuts. So glad that I'm not allergic to nuts, because I don't, like, a life without nuts would be a shit life, I think. I don't really feel like doing all of these puzzles now. I don't like these mazes. Did I just solve this maze? No, did I? No, I started it. Oh, crap. Okay. Alright, I got no choice, it seems. I'll do these puzzles, they're fun. Yeah. Wasps that hit you many times. You got one in the face by your eye. Oh my word, that's got to be... I think that's got to be terrifying, having your whole eye swollen shut. No thank you. I'm going to just pass on even the idea of that. Ugh. Give me the heebie-jeebies. If I recognize this pattern right, it's got to be something like this. No, I think I did something wrong here. No, I clearly got something wrong. So we got these. Boom. So it's got to be like that, if I'm not mistaken. So that is that point. So like that. Then that's going to be white. There we go. Got it. So you're playing Cyberpunk 2077. It's a game that I like. That's on my bucket list. No one watches those streams. Yeah, I didn't think people would be watching Cyberpunk 2077. DVD and other games draw people, but no one watches Cyberpunk. Look, I mean, I was actually originally I was scheduled according to my own schedule. I would just like to point out I was going to play Elden Ring, but I decided not to for two reasons. When I'm streaming, I'm focusing too much on trying to be entertaining and trying to be engaging, which I think is something streamers need to do. But that means that I'm missing so much of what's going on in Elden Ring. And since Elden Ring is one of my favorite games ever, like I felt I was doing myself an injustice. And then because I'm generally shit at games and a very tiny channel, everybody watches everybody else play Elden Ring. Nobody's going to sign in to watch me play Elden Ring. So I decided, okay, let's get Elden Ring out of the rotation. I'll play Elden Ring on my own time when I want to, so that I can focus on what's happening, and I'll play other stuff on stream. Now I'm guessing Islands of Insight's not something that's got like a huge viewer base, but tonight I needed to chill because this week has been absolute shit. Yeah, so you don't stream Cyberpunk at all now, like. Yeah, you never know. Like, you stream it when you're playing late and you're alone. Maybe somebody drops in, and if they don't, you didn't lose anything. Okay, what's happening? I'm jettisoning myself out of a place. I don't like these glass walls. I like to know where I can go and where I can't, but this whole hint of maybe not being able to go there doesn't quite work for me. It makes my brain itch. Okay, more pattern recognition. So I'm guessing this one doesn't seem super complicated. When you said that game takes concentration, were you talking about Elden Ring? Because I think that was roughly the time I was yammering on about that. Whew, okay. Up, down. Up, down. Up. Okay, so up, down. Up, down. Up. No, wrong one. Up, down, up. No, I got something wrong here already. Let's focus on the whites rather. So, so that's got to be white. White. Got 100 hours in Cyberpunk. Nice. I've only played the start like 50 times because it's an RPG, so I spent so much time just making character over and over and over again. at some point, I need to actually commit and play the game. Okay, I have no idea if my pattern here is right. Just see. I got it. Nice. I did one as a male and one as a female. Nice. Might do one more because there are 3 classes. Okay, cool. And you were talking about, yeah, no, because I mean, Elden Ring is like, they did go, oh, you like Souls-likes. Let's try and make you not like Souls-likes by making this one more difficult than the others. Get to the exit. No, like I love Cyberpunk. I think Cyberpunk was my big revelation on not getting into the hype train. Because I remember the internet basically catching fire because everybody was like, "Oh, Cyberpunk! It looks so amazing, and it's made by CD Projekt Red." And like I thought, like if it's made by CD Projekt Red, then it's not going to be total bullshit. But the level of excitement that was going on, I had this feeling that people were setting themselves up for disappointment. And true enough, when the game arrived and with a game like that, it's impossible to not have bugs. It's impossible to not have a shit ton of bugs. And things started falling apart. But CD Projekt Red then hunkered down and went like, okay, cool. We see what went wrong, we're going to fix it, which they then did. And I think that is amazing. But yeah, like I try to avoid the hype train because I was excited about the game, but I really didn't want to be disappointed by it. So I hopped off that hype train the first chance I got. Developing multiplayer mod. A multiplayer mod for Cyberpunk? Holy crap. A friend actually told me the other day, there's a multiplayer mod for Elden Ring. And most people go like, oh, it's already got multiplayer. But yeah, it's got multiplayer, but it's got multiplayer Souls-like style. This is a multiplayer mod that lets you just hop into the start of the game with a friend and play through the entire game with a friend, which I think is freaking brilliant. So yeah, this friend told me like when I finish my next playthrough, because I've finished like normal Elden Ring I think 3 times, and now the DLC is out. DLC scares the shit out of me, by the way. That is so harsh. But when I finish this playthrough and I'm through the DLC and stuff, he said like, okay, cool. Then we're gonna hook up and we're gonna just play the entire game together. Okay, there's a pattern hidden that I'm not seeing here. I'm probably going to stop the stream in around 15 minutes or so. It's getting quite late here, and it has been a week and a half. This week has not been fucking around. It's been absolutely nuts. Okay, so let's see. We flip that one over. Yeah, that's the nice thing of being on your side of the world. Now I've got like my work day is done. I did some post work and some like personal admin, and ended up like having a quick drink with the neighbors while we discussed what's going on in the neighborhood. Oh, I need sleep at some point. Not yet. I will have my sleep in, like, according to my clock, about 12 minutes. But I'll try and be pleasant company until then. Oh, hectic. I'm going to take that as a massive compliment, Dan. Thank you. I think you caught me on a fairly good night as well, because I'm very bad at catching people coming into chat. I've had people popping in and saying hi and waiting around for like 45 minutes and then just going, hey, this dude's boring, I'm leaving. So no, I'm gonna take your comment there as a very big compliment. Thank you. I don't see the pattern here. I honestly don't. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna find another puzzle to solve. Ah, shit, gotta find my way through the walls. Hopefully I can get like one more puzzle solved at least before I end the stream here. Come on, come on, I'm lost. Lost completely in a glass maze. Okay, let's look for an exit. Hit another one. No, definitely. I'll stop by your stream whenever I get the chance. Like I said the other day, I dropped in. Like I was really enjoying it. I thought like everything was going so well, and then you hit that technical issue. I was dismayed when that happened. I was just like, oh man, that sucks so much. Because it was cool. It was a nice stream. You were like I love watching people who play killer and are actually good, because I've always been, well, apart from like one or two times, I've always been very bad at playing killer in DBD. I'm not a super competitive person, so I like playing survivor where you're like with other people and everybody's kind of trying to survive together kind of thing. But playing killer is a different thing, because it's you against four people. And if it was AI, it would be different. If I was playing against the computer, different ball game altogether. But now, you as a human are trying to outsmart four other humans, and that unnerves me. But I've had some spectacular killer games. I remember one game that I played as the Hag, and she's got a power up where as soon as you use her little glyph teleport thing, it highlights everybody around you. So people would trigger stuff, I would teleport, and they would try and hide, but I just knew where they were. I felt like a god. And then there was a game that I played as the Twins, which is notoriously difficult from what I can understand. And I just played an M1 killer. I didn't use the special abilities at all. I just charged at people and smacked them, and ended up killing everyone. But generally, like when you're in those situations where you're trying to do a thing, and then like you've got the survivors just trying to bait you into stupid situations. It's not like I'm bad at it. I'm so bad. You see, a survivor of the DCD. Oh, that sucks, man. Oh, you're playing with your son. Cool. Yeah, it was a. Because if I remember right, when I was watching, it was like a 2v8. Nice. Yeah, it was a 2v8. Oh man, that sucks so much. This whole 2v8 thing is like a whole new dynamic on the game. It's like, because I've watched Roar play it a bit, and like I watched you play it a bit. Because yeah, it's just having two killers and eight survivors, that changes things so much. But like, how does it impact the amount of gens that they need to fix? Because I remember in the normal way, like what you need to do 5 gens if there are 4 survivors. So now, with 8 survivors and 2 killers, how many gens do you have to do? You love using Baba, Nemesis, the Knight, and Huntress. Nice. But who's okay? You're gonna have to remind me who Nemesis is again. Is he the like the mouth drooly, crazy running Irishman guy? The Knight I don't have. And the Huntress was actually like always one of my favorites, because there's a sort of a brutal simplicity to the way the Huntress plays, which I appreciate very much. Oh yes, sorry man, that was like that was video game illiteracy at play right there. That's Nemesis. Yeah, the Resident Evil Nemesis. There we go. Sorry. Yeah, I don't own him. I've been up against him and been frustrated many times. I gotta figure. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to do some sort of jump from the roof. Oh, I forgot I got wings, so we're gonna have to do a glidey jump. Like my daughter loves DBD as well. when I got it the first time, she would watch me play it, and she would. She's a lore hound of note. Like she would ask me about the characters, and like she would actually go and Google the characters and read up about where they came from, and like why they're killing these people and stuff like that. And the Huntress was also one of her favorites. And there was this one point where, just as a little fun thing, like we were talking, she's like, like the Huntress's mask is so cool. And I was like, okay, cool, let's make you one. So we grabbed some paper and just like cut that the bunny mask with like a little broken ear and stuff. And I've got some pictures on my phone where she's like sitting on the couch wearing the Huntress mask. And I said it to some of my friends who also play DBD. And they're like, oh yeah, somebody's scoring Father of the Year for this one. Yeah, fuck, it's this puzzle. Fuck it, I'm leaving. And we went to Comic Con at the end of that year, and ran into like, because there's always at Comic Con over here, there's like 1 billion people role playing stuff from Naruto and stuff like that. And like, yeah, I mean, like I watched a bit of Naruto back in the day, but it's not, to me, it's not the greatest thing in the world. It's okay, but it's not going to change anybody's life. And then, like, we turned a corner, and there was this couple, and the lady was cosplaying as the Huntress, and the dude was cosplaying as Dwight, and we were just like, oh, it's the Huntress and Dwight. And we like ran up to them and like took some pictures, like, oh, this is so awesome. And I remember they were still so flabbergasted, because for some reason they went almost completely unrecognized. And like, here's this like dude and his kid, and we recognized who they were, and we were so fascinated by it. Heartwarming moments, I say. I'm going to try and solve this this fairly difficult puzzle. And then I'm going to call it. Okay, so we seem to be building towers with antennas on top of them of 3 things like that. Yeah, I think we totally made each other's day there. Oh, so you've got every killer now, except Wesker and Demo from Stranger. I've actually got the Demogorgon because I bought the Stranger Things package long ago, before Netflix douched out on that one. He's quite fun to play, or whatever. Yeah, and I haven't played DBD in very long, so of course I haven't bought any DLC in a very long time either. There we go. My tower theory holds. All right. Cool, but I think this is where I'm gonna call it. I need some sleep. You hate playing against Wesker and refuse to buy him. I remember, like after my big DBD burnout, because like I met Roar online shortly after the burnout, because I had the burnout and then I gave it a bit of a rest, and then I went back, and then like I ended up as a survivor with Roar, and like there was like between the two of us there was just this cool dynamic where like I would get hooked, she would save me, then she would get hooked, I would save her. Like, so I sent her a random Steam friend request, and then saw it say TTV at the end, so I decided to go and search on Twitch. But I remember back in those days, that was round about, I think, the time that Wesker came out, and I was also like, I didn't understand how Wesker worked, because no matter what I did, Wesker would always be there, and he would always grab you, and he would always win. Like, to this day, I don't understand how Wesker works. But then again, like, I had lots of fun matches against Freddy Krueger, and I actually don't understand how he works either. So, Wesker just crushes you. Boo! Boo to Wesker. But all you people are making me want to play DBD again. I think I'm gonna have to update that puppy. Hop in, see if I can join your games, because you all make it look so fun. Because there's this whole sense of camaraderie going on, and like with the way you play and the way that the chat happens and stuff. I don't know. Like I think I should get back into DBD at some point. But yeah, I was chatting to Wild Deer as well. Like he started playing Sea of Thieves, so also considering that. So yeah, I've got a fairly full gaming schedule building up because it's DBD and it's Sea of Thieves and all the weird trash that I do, like my Sunday drive on Sunday, and like Sunday night, probably more Ultra Kill, which I absolutely suck at, but my kid wants me to do it, and people seem to like it. And then I got my witchy weird Wednesdays, where I look for weird old semi unknown horror games that I play. Cool idea, saved your life many times. Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, I'm with DBD. I'm also like I'm a big healer. I like to charge in and try and keep everybody on their feet and make sure everybody's got their health all topped up as much as I can. Much to my own detriment, I will admit. That's part of the reason why I get killed very often. But that's just the way I am. Just like a team player to the end. Oh, it has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed tonight. I feel like I've decompressed. I feel like I've kind of shaken off the nonsense that this week has thrown at me, and I think it is pretty much thanks to Internet One and to Dan. Thanks for the chats, guys, and thanks for sticking around and watching. I'm gonna call it now. I'm gonna go maybe pour myself one last glass of wine, then kick back, see who's streaming, and just pop in and watch somebody else solve problems for a while. It's been great fun, and I appreciate your patronage. So to you all, I say good night and stay awesome. We'll see each other again soon.